B, further condemns the condition in which President Bazoum is being detained and hold the CNSP fully and solely responsible for the safety, security, and physical integrity of President Bazoum, members of his family, and government. C, uphold all measures and principles agreed upon by the extraordinary summit held on Niger on 30th July 2023. Underscore the determination of the ECOWAS authority to keep all options on the table for the peaceful resolution of the crisis. Enforce all border closures and strict travel bans and assets freeze on all persons or groups of individuals whose actions hinder all peaceful efforts aimed at ensuring the smooth and complete restoration of constitutional order. Warn member states who, by their action directly or indirectly, hindered the peaceful resolution of the crisis in Niger about the consequences for their action before the community. Call on the African Union to endorse all the decisions taken by the ECOWAS authority on the situation in Niger. Further call on all partner countries and institutions, including the United Nations, to support ECOWAS in its effort to ensure a quick restoration of constitutional order in conformity with its normative instruments. Direct the President of the Commission to monitor the implementation of the sanctions. Direct the Committee of the Chief of Defense Staff to activate the ECOWAS standby force with all its elements immediately. Order the deployment of the ECOWAS standby force to restore constitutional order in the Republic of Niger. Underscore its continued commitment to the restoration of constitutional order through peaceful means. Express appreciation to His Excellency General Abdulsalami Abubakar, His Eminence Muhammadu Saad Abubakar, the Sultan of Sokoto, Ambassador Baba Kingibe, for the special envoy missions undertaken in Niger, Libya, and Algeria on behalf of the Chair of Authority. Express gratitude to His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Chair of the ECOWAS Authority, for convening the extraordinary summit and for the manner in which he has been conducting the affair of the community as Chair of Authority. Done at Abuja this 10th day of August 2023. I thank you.
Thank you very much. All protocols observed. Please rise for the ECOWAS anthem.
Motorway. With Abubu, you are still on the motorway. Can we say it's hardworking? Is it hardworking? Churchill is still loading around Accra Mall. Is hardworking? Correctly. Rubbish around Graphic Road. Hardworking. Hear me. Kimbu, Chudu, everywhere, rubbish. Hardworking. I want us to mark ourselves. Honorable Abana, Abubushi has been turned into a refuse dump. Is it hardworking? Are you aware? The place we cleared, and people are still dumping refuse there. They have stopped. Since when? Do you know the dates we did this exercise at Abubushi? 2 years. And it took you last month to stop them from dumping refuse. I'm not too excited about coming to read hard work. Yeah. Lejokuku, Ladadekotopon, Ashaman, Tana West. We talked about Abubuya on the motorway. They are still playing the motorway. I want to see what's going on. Accra Mall is like that. In fact, Ladadekotopon, just in front of ex-President Obama's house, somebody has started selling onions and tomatoes. Unbelievable. We are fighting over who collects revenue at Palace Law. And as the contractor continues to work, the median has become a place for organizer, structural mechanics. Every day I talk about it. MCA is not feeling well every day. So how do I read the speech? Motorway. With Abubu, are still on the motorway. Can we say it's hardworking? Is it hardworking? Churchill is still loading around Accra Mall. Hardworking. Corrective. Rubbish around Graphic Road. Hardworking. Really. Kimbu, Chudu, everywhere, rubbish. Hardworking. I want us to mark ourselves. Honorable Abana, Abubulishi has been turned into a refuse dump. Is it hardworking? Are you aware? The place we cleared, and people are still dumping refuse there. They have stopped. Since when? Do you know the dates we did this exercise at Abubulishi? 2 years. And it took you last month to stop them from dumping refuse. I'm not too excited about coming to read hard work. Yeah. Lejokuku, Ladadekotopon, Ashaman, Tama West. We talked about Abubuya on the motorway. They are still playing the motorway. I want to see what's going on. Accra Mall is like that. In fact, Ladadekotopon, just in front of ex-President John Mahama's house, somebody has started selling onions and tomatoes. Unbelievable. We are fighting over who collects revenue at Palace Law. And as the contractor continues to work, the median has become a place for organizer, structural mechanics. Every day I talk about it. MCA is not feeling well every day. So how do I read the speech?
Wotie Epahwada Ben were happy 98.9.
Fellow party men and women, power has a way to trick people even of good intentions. Power, they say, corrupts. And they say absolute power corrupts absolutely. So at every turn, even as we make progress under the current government, and we are making very serious progress, when you look, whether it's in the social interventions, whether it's in thinking big on the macroeconomic front, whether it's about looking into the future and achieving sustainable development growth, this government is doing very well, and it's not only Ghanaians who are saying. International community is also saying it. And this is why we have long streams of visitors from all over the world coming, and our president, just 1.5 years into government, is being invited all over the world to be consulted and to be encouraged. But, as I said, power can trick you. If you are not careful, you become complacent. If you are not careful, you become conceited. If you are not careful, you become discriminatory. If you are not careful, you think you do not need.
Wotie Epahwada Ben were happy 98.9.
I always say that there's too much happening that really shouldn't be happening within the passport acquisition system. If we talk about Goro people, these Goro people are outsiders. They do not work on their own, because if the Goro person collects somebody's money, they need to work with somebody from inside to change the dates. They work with people from inside. I'm not saying all of you, but there are some of you who are engaged in it. And this should stop. The blame is always on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Meanwhile, it's the agencies, and I'm sure even some of our staff are involved. Public servants who are supposed to be giving public service to Ghanaians. The Vice President has led the digitalization efforts with my support and all of my officers to put in place an online system. Now the online system is being manipulated so that people can make money off it. There's an investigation going on and some names have been mentioned. And there are people from outside, a cartel who are working with people from inside. Anybody who has been here for more than a year, from Monday, please do not come back because you've been changed. We want to bring some sanity. Every time politicians are corrupt. Meanwhile, it's some public civil servants who will do things that shouldn't be done, and then they put it on politicians. We come, we do the right thing. I'm trying to bring sanity into the passport system, but no. It has become necessary because of some reports that I have. Reports that officers, and there are 9 or so agencies represented in any passport application center, that these people represented from the various agencies, and I will not say that my own officers are not part of it, but these people are involved in illegal activities. And when I say illegal activities, we all know, just 2 days ago, the report in the Daily Guide that the issue of Goro people involved in our passport acquisition process has become rife. It is wrong. How can 100 Ghana for standard service to acquire a passport and 150 for expedited service be bumped up to 2,000 and 3,000? And yeah, they don't even charge 2,000 now. They are charging 3,000. And it's wrong. But I can say, and we all would agree, that a Goro person is outside the passport office. They need somebody inside to work with. They cannot do it on their own. People are paying 3,000, 2,000 to acquire passports. Why should this be so? And sometimes they don't even carry out the so-called service that they promised them for charging them so much. The stories are horrific stories. People's experiences are not the best.
Wotie Epahu Adabeng were happy 98.9.
My problem is simple. Ghana, today, we are complaining that this very gambling is destroying our youth. I've read a number of articles on this. I would have thought government will come out with a policy to restrict gambling. Ban it. Look, to run a country is not all about money. Really? It's not all about money. Yeah, but you need to preserve society as well.
Young Concordia, or Mampenia Kufuado in the Bedia Cheba with me, I say. And Penyufua, you Ramahama power more Mutumisi Bank of Ghana say, you know. A year in you, my power in Yano. MPP for the so to be no Munyajuma. And Timoba Kaya Motata, Dr. Nashiru, even though the governor and his deputies have security of 10-1, or Motata or Mokas or Muntiminio Munyajuma, and Momo resign. No Mundi or Mopes or Moye. No Munim Sikedia or Mopes or Moye, and I was say, ye de in Penyufua or Mubet Yabuama Sikedia Nakos on the quarter now. Into a more Moya saying you my Pama Bank of Ghana found into my Pefra Yenino. Monko yentimi ni munya adwuma ena omko ye enei akwako wie sen akwa say afi atwa mi so hwe Bank of Ghana enye ma omo ye ne omu sika sem be agina Bank of Ghana no ene agu de enti agu ni say ene Bank of Ghana eye Ghana bandia government of Ghana is the sole shareholder na aban e was aban no as the social shareholder ni nya japade a ebetumi aso bank ni mu no ene ye sika ne ye japade nyina asa ama e car ye de no ye 55.1 billion eno ne negative equity a yewura ato forcing aka ho asem 55.1 billion de etoso biem bank no nyuma a omudi no 2022 no se wo sese a 2016 president Mama Breso munya mfaso $700 million Ghana cedis And 2022, I'm about 60 billion Ghana cedis. So what they call old Ghana cedis are more than 6 quadrillion. In dollars, about $6 billion. She said, Sika ya free, IMF for a buying essay or more, or they won't cut, won't ya, or your debt restructuring. Pensioners for a soon because I buying won't seek a one in chair, won't ya. Taxes are what do I bind their baby, so all the conditionalities, ye tun Kenya boom, ye tun sio boom, ne dia keka huninano. Sa, enyema ye nina sika ye de pay $3 billion per. But within 1 year, Bank of Ghana bought a chain of times 2. Now, obi be bisa said, dear Entina, ya drew, sa, baby, ya drew. And on a year, Rafe, at the force, ya chim say, dear Dickai, Emra, a buying way, a say Ghana Sika Semina, through Bosnia Bebriba or Mobo, any Sika dear Basa or Moya since 2017. Now, the Ghana, ya bankrupt. Ye Nisika, ye debate Yayanka, ye Nisika, ye debate Bibia. And unti a bank or Omo bankers, or which is the central bank, say Omun Chesika and Famawomo. Now, can no nanya bone, ye Bank of Ghana acts na ya no section 30. Emma Bank of Ghana, who says a bank kwa which remusa. Omuna ya bankers, omu to me Chesika de Boawomo. Ne Momsika na muchano. Enisa a bro or hamun chichemu enum 5% of a buying sika wunya yenina the year before. So you cannot exceed 5% of the total revenue of the previous fiscal year. Because the sika no one way na wucha bro su bebre ebe ya cost 90 works said they am ranti ene kano. Because obi a wonim sika sem bia beka cho say Bank of Ghana twa sika bebre sa Emma adia ye friend inflation nyama bo kosoro 10.
My problem is simple. Ghana, today, we are complaining that this very gambling is destroying our youth. I've read a number of articles on this. I would have thought government will come out with a policy to restrict gambling. Ban it. Look, to run a country is not all about money. Really? It's not all about money. Yeah, but you need to preserve society as well. My problem is simple. Ghana, today, we are complaining that this very gambling is destroying our youth. I've read a number of articles on this. I would have thought government will come out with a policy to restrict gambling. Ban it. Look, to run a country is not all about money. Really? It's not all about money. Yeah, but you need to preserve society as well.
I always say that there's too much happening that really shouldn't be happening within the passport acquisition system. If we talk about Goro people, these Goro people are outsiders. They do not work on their own. Because if the Goro person collects somebody's money, they need to work with somebody from inside to change the dates. They work with people from inside. I'm not saying all of you, but there are some of you who are engaged in it. And this should stop. The blame is always on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Meanwhile, it's the agencies, and I'm sure even some of our staff are involved. Public servants who are supposed to be giving public service to Ghanaians. The Vice President has led the digitalization effort with my support and all of my officers to put in place an online system. Now the online system is being manipulated so that people can make money off it. There's an investigation going on and some names have been mentioned. And there are people from outside, a cartel who are working with people from inside. Anybody who has been here for more than a year, from Monday, please do not come back because you've been changed. we want to bring some sanity. Every time politicians are corrupt. Meanwhile, it's some public civil servants who will do things that shouldn't be done. And then they put people represented from the various agencies. And I will not say that my own officers are not part of it. But these people are involved in illegal activities. And when I say illegal activities, we all know. Just 2 days ago, the report in the Daily Guide that the issue of Goro people involved in our passport acquisition process has become rife. It is wrong. How can 100 Ghana for standard service to acquire a passport and 150 for expedited service be bumped up to 2,000 and 3,000? And yeah, they don't even charge 2,000 now. They are charging 3,000. And it's wrong. But I can say, and we all would agree, that a Goro person is outside the passport office. They need somebody inside to work with. They cannot do it on their own. People are paying 3,000, 2,000 to acquire passports. Why should this be so? And sometimes they don't even carry out the so-called service that they promise them for charging them so much. The stories are horrific stories. People's experiences are not the best.
Wotie Epahwada Ben were happy 98.9. Wotie Epahwada Ben were happy 98.9.
$19 minutes to the top of the hour, 2 p.m. Happy 98.9 FM. No sukusu autieno. Jumadi eni epahwa da benye nchema nempawa zani ya diun komo doing to tomorrow's work today or never. Se yankane na chesi yankane biu. Na ya fiye ni ya triye ni nyadi ya pesi ya kahwa simbiu. Enti eba na manyosem ni nsamwa koso ewa maimu diya himu wa maimu kwa diya. ebo ewia don kubia no achinchim wa fidie no akasa fidie no fato happy 98.9 FM na yentena se ne yanwene o mangana ho yenni wo mangana ho enkomo ne amisa se anamontu a yetuo no ehemfa ne yede yani akyere baby yede yani akyere no eho no ebewie ya wieye pa anase ebewie akyere ne nsunsan bone na afri mu aba se yensunsan bone ne be nsunsan so bone ne be fri mu aba dia na kyere se eni wo kwan se ye tokoso ne ye twa saasa no enti ba ne sa ye dane ho na ye twa esafoforo esa ede ye bekwa akɔwie awieye pa eni tina da bia no awia donko Kwadwo Sefah-Danquah mene mapamfo ye ba betran radio so na ye twetwe nkomo na ye busu ye ho the critical questions that to the be sense we are dealing with the world of information overflow into we hensem bi ba na brobro so ba ko mienu miensa enan a ye nka ho asem bio na ye ja hoko esanse bibi fufuro bi baba betwitwa nanam etu be hu nsem ne pi wo ho a wo ho ye nya nsem ne pi no ne puma sibre nsem ne pi wo ho a ye nya ne gina sibre wo ho e ba ye no ano na be ya ka no ba ko mienu miensa ye ka no empre to so naipe ne ye ja to esanse bibi fufuro ba betwamu a na je se eno ena ye de ani ekwa akɔhwɛ na ye kwa akɔdi hu nkomo but nsem a aba oman mu a ya hyase ye ka ho asem a yenka ho asem nwie ye musa nsem wo ho enwie ye edoso enti etoda e wo se yetimi tenase na ye bu kompɔkɔhwɛ ye chi na ye busi ye ho se ebia NPA to anamon bi ensunsanso ben na afri mu aba ebia Ghana Revenue Authority etu anamon bi ensunsanso ben na afri mu aba ebia Bust Ghana Gas wo mutu anamon bi anyway in any case the National Petroleum Authority ewia mechiamo 2 weeks ago ena menya antie se mode cylinder recirculation module eba but as to whether matumi educate the Ghanaian populace and answer the Ghanaian public specifically womu use gas omafie mu na say omadwumadwuma mu what this cylinder recirculation module no said the tie no is another question to be asked ebia na wotwe besi mu no yebenya mre ni yedi sansem no honkomo but there is a report Transparency International report bi aba beto manimu enawiai na a 22 page document mebwa I mean kinkan we enti yentimi no mu asuko enawiai yentimi no mu asuko nemum efri na watwe besimu ekro no yebenya adaje because ebedu sa brand ne makenkan nyina wie na makenkan nyina wie na ye kenkan nyina wie a na ya baba hwe score Ghana ye score ye sampaniampa our fight against corruption no yetumia disobotcha ye hye ye ho si ebetumia tu proye ketasehye dream kankan ne kro no ase no yetumia diso anase yentimi ni so we na nyame na meka we ehwehwemu a Transparency International la ye no eno ho nkomo ne ebedie enti every na otwe ebesimu okro no say yeba now we are speaking with the data emabumfu nemo miankai say we no it's not about any political party it is about yenyina timamufuo because look say yeka corruption yankase bia party bi na aba na corruption ama no homene so na timamufo na public sector NDC for ko mutua corruption mutua bribes MPP for ko mutua bribes to ensure say there is an expedition in processing bibi biara omuhwe bia. Look, there is another document I have cited in Ghana you see a tier over 5 billion Ghana cedis to public officials. Corruption to facilitate why should that be the case? Corruption. corruption. Can't catastrophic chrono. Dream. Any idea home. Dream. And every single year, Auditor General's report about Bontia. Oh, financial malfeasance, irregularities, misappropriation. And we don't seem to sit down. Yenya and to was here and tenacity. Emusi ah. Na dia kosu ipano. Dia kosu consistently over a decade or more. How? What really is our problem with the fight against corruption? What really is our problem? What really are the issues? Yen said that entry any enconkofie. Make us some way the Asiasembiso because usually MPP say, oh, and we are not able to meet our revenue target, and a year our revenue generation a year this thing is very weak, and then GRA will come out with sometimes very ridiculous explanations to some of the taxes a year to very ridiculous explanations to some initiatives the Ghana Revenue Authority ombeteke. Basanke enema ye ena sika yeshre as on my because oh sika na yeshre no it's not as if sika ni free baby for and eba how and as obi every baby and obesi ekutu pa se ai mokwa amonko no and as mokwa onipa na ye na adwene se ye mamu bia amonka se da bibi ni de isa yenyi si said we will be able to facilitate whatever it is that the ocean the amount. Obi free baby. Ghana for NDCO, NPPO, CPPO, PMPO, but Ghana for na hosa. Obi biara no free baby. And we are constantly talking about revenue shortfalls. But there was a publication somewhere 2 years ago. They were talking about taxes here. Companies they have been evading for a very long time to tunes of billions Ghana cedis. Even the taxes in dollars, and they have not paid. And as we speak now, the Ghana Revenue Authority will not take the necessary steps or actions to go and make sure that obi biara or even when say tax evasion etiamra. So it is quite clear. Say as on mine, we have not built a robust system where ebetimi ediaboa ame agiti eto e wo man mu. Edu na be na Ghana Revenue Authority officials no more to the shops. Oma Daniel who tax vigilante Ghana Revenue Authority official. But I remember say in September, somewhere around October 2022 or something of that sort. Ghana Revenue Authority came out to tell us that Oma Jai side no. That was what they told us. But yes, as we speak now, we have officials of Ghana Revenue Authority. Woman in them and to see a man for shops. Our Makola and the Cantamanturi de Keke home. Woman goes to ho. Our bra a man for the Akabe. Bet they know them. They know these companies. They can go to these companies and close them down. But I know the woman yet. O man munwa dia hu hia yen no. Wahu dia ehu hia no yenya. And when you focus and be say ye nia ehia ansa na ye ne fata. But ye fata no kwa ye to paint a picture. Say, oh yeah tuma. And as we speak now, the unim say okomokola traders no omon come shops biem because of these GRA officials and they woman kwa shops anua woman adani vigilantes, tax vigilantes for the Ghana Revenue Authority. And consistently, we hear government saying, we need to expand the tax net. It's quite good. It's quite, a brilliant policy. Say I was on manimu. Etwa was here timitua. Me de bo man ho brand. Obia betimi atwa bi. Eya de ye. Nemum, what we have failed to do over a period of time has been say a kwan ben na ye faswa. Ye betimi atresa eye net num ama obia etimi atua etuo ni bi. Ekwan ben. Ekwan ni say yasuma eye GR official say woman kwankotena shops and they are hunting people. So GR mamimbusa GR Ghana Revenue Authority ora Mr. Dai memoha but mamimbusa say in October Mbekatre say that particular policy and as that particular initiative to ensure that people are paying the right amount of taxes no majai were you lying to us? Because current information edamanim se si atre say Mami fo binum kura womu ewo shops mokola ne de baby mia pekeke ho no. They are now not going to their shops. For the fear that these tax officials and other GRA officials will come and sit there and be monitoring whatever it is that they do. But we are in the age of digitization and digitalization. Because we have a vice president who has decided to obey champion digitization and digitalization. So the assumption would have been said, as we speak now, without any human intervention. And as people can easily file their taxes. People can easily file their taxes. So I was suspecting that the digitization and digitalization in that regard. But Akoban is saying, as we speak now, you were Ghana Revenue Authority officials. Ghana Revenue Authority officials. They are at Mokola, Omoyede. Shops and Omoyede. What are you doing? What are you doing at those places? Among foreign companies, new local companies, who might evade taxes for close to about 3 years, 4 years, they are still in this country, they are operating. Most mom crop for some monkonom gogoji sikanoa near mom sikatocha puabi near their mom near ya come and what sikan the intimate into their way no maba no munyi we na momfanya transport lorry fare na monko bosumi achi no maba no mu dia koniaba esanse obekono kwakoje lorry fare nti odi akoniaba sa sikabotaye no anka oso ode sikabotaye na wo se company ntimi tuama oman no sikabotaye de ntimi ontua. Is that the person in Kuminya any brabon inti? Namotiti Mokola. Sitting at Mokola, sitting at shops. Is that what we call the expansion of the tax net? So we are able to tax net. Is that and you see, we are not looking at the repercussions of the action taken by the Ghana Revenue Authority. Because look, there is a higher likelihood, in my opinion. Sir, nipa no wasuma so onko tena shop ho. Na onhwe eniema onyano eton said there be obetumi atua esoto no. There is a possibility for the person to be compromised. Na oba na maton niema ene betumi aton niema be 50,000. Na oba na meka tro se chale eniema na maton be 50,000 but when him say 50,000 mean to aso tax. Enti the ben say me declare say me ton 40,000 and say me ton 30,000 mama 2,000 be na declare say me ton 30,000 and 30,000 this one me kwa kotua to 30,000 this one me kwa so then botaya potia na si wani sunti a ode ne kokotena ho no sa botaya no enya mam taxes no a na wa adwene ye o say ebia na mamefo no they will not declare their income say they be on betimi atua taxes papa awo so no. They are still doing the same thing. So if we are bereft of ideas, say taxes are and the annoying aspect is that we are overburdening the already burdened taxpayer. And nipakuo kitua bi no mutua to every day no Omwa na introduce etuo bi a omwa na san koka omo mpempi no. Why will not why will people not run away? Better than independent and free of man. Ebinu kura mo koba no mo abomobu. Something small. Ebi mo ha the patch wa better na me afun so san.
Say baby I want me be say me disturb because me person also be disturbing me. I say
On be say me disturb you na say.
Oh highway no so what is zoom 150 per hour. What's so that? You see me dimi abubu ye
Asemni.
Seba
Chal here o de okomo kola. O dru mo kola zia bon se shops in bibiri atutum. Nye se bia neme ni mu.
ade ne atum. Me come kola che akra.
Okomo kola che.
Ya ni pandos do.
Enye ni panene. Oze ya ni pandos. Usuro.
Kola go take me what it me na.
Usuro. Mame phone are complaining.
Said ye.
So also Obekaya, somewhere around September 2022, the Ghana Revenue Authority has said the official circle of some of these shops.
Yes.
So
Small and big shops.
Exactly. So I'm trying to coffee and Yemo Moton in a day so that they'll be able to pay the actual taxes. Bayama Gutaka said they were even closing down their shops because
some indeed closed down their shops.
Exactly. Some indeed closed their shops. In October 2022, so Obekaya, the Ghana Revenue Authority eba bekachre say one more agile idea here. Withdraw personnel. No. Now, can you believe that as we speak now, we still have some of the personnel at some of the shops in Mokola or Motiho, and they are still doing what Ghana Traders Union Association, one more car said in who can because they did not believe said they were not paying the actual taxes and I said the right taxes. They said they were declaring their income and they were paying the taxes accordingly. But in the mind of the Ghana Revenue Authority, they felt, say, at the time, they were not doing the right thing. And just GRBD in Trotre said they had withdrawn their personnel.
Even for some of the big shops.
Oh, of course, for Nebuho. Withdraw. But as we speak now, they are still back. They are back. They are back. And it's causing grave concern to a lot of shop owners. No?
Why?
Why should that be the case?
No, maybe so.
But in the case of let me without question. Maybe a bit in the case of building an economy, we say it is digitalized, it is digitized. Why do we still have people interfacing in revenue collection?
It's a very simple process. Because elsewhere, digitalization here, Jumano.
98.9.
Your machine a kind name of na more receipt. Is that the case in many of our shops in Ghana? Many of our shops still take cash. What to idea? 5, 3 million. Fabra. Maje. How then do we know what you sold?
How then do we know what you saw?
Yes. Oh, okay, what I say.
Let me give
you a typical example. If you go to ShopRite today, the items you buy, you place it on a shelf. A machine, a lady will take all of them through a machine, calculate, give you a receipt, tax money now also. What je uko? Uko tado makola asane here.
Ebiwa.
Yen se ebiwa yen sa. And tomorrow yen sa no, you can actually monitor. No one any sano better monitor.
It's almost any you feel say putting a tax official at that particular shop would deal.
I have my problem with that.
Would deal with the issue.
I have a problem with that. And I'll show you where my problem lies. My problem is that the tax collectors cannot forever sit there. A very short-term measure. But in the long term, I do not even think that if the revenue authorities have the manpower, have the human resource. Should be how many power. They don't have it. You may also want to calculate that, even if they have the manpower, Sifa. Calculate market the cost to the organization, i.e. the revenue authorities. And it's not sustainable. It is not. I know that, look, there are some shops, there are some organizations that are on personnel. For instance, we call FedEx, DHL, they have their people there. We call some of the big shops out, they have their people there. But I don't know, big organizations. But do you know how many shops are Makola?
I cannot tell.
So can you have personnel sitting at every shop? You can't do that. You can't. What do you mean, yeah? And to also a pair much more scientific.
But
I don't know, Sifa. You see, your parents are doors. You cannot do that in isolation. And to betina the free senior high school debate in the bar. Yes, so you never how can you determine the bet? Maybe so if I would to credit ratings will come hard to say about you nibi. Me nibi.
As I go credit bureaus no better.
But obiani elsewhere, everybody knows where they are. The system knows where everybody stays. House number, your name.
Now we are digitizing this economy. Brother, what are you talking about?
I saw me counting myself. Yeah, but Sibia traditionally, a society is still no. Many people are adding to implement. House number there, house number there.
Me house number. Me farmer.
After the full phones, we need more trim.
They say any trim.
Majority of people any more house number. President James has number who mame.
Oh, him.
Street name oh. A chrono, me say development no ye in isolation. Enunti and a shop. Ono say maton there 1,000 a day. GRS depend on what one shot the pa or 3,000 4,000. And one day declare. What you say? And then the obetina hono him. No quite any. Because the panicas were 200,000 now. You don't have any proof. You don't have any means to check so 203,000. But ni panicas ko tena hono check no any sustainable. Mesu de me mpe wi ase ne se wa hemra na emra no edi bi ne ndibi. Eti me shop de Sefa obi ti wo wo hwe. Enso Presla na se Sefa shop de obi anti ho. No. Enya dia ye law papa. Anemra papa. But you can say now, we should also admit that there are structured difficulties.
Ghana by.
We are sure say Ghana by ni bibi out.
Yeah, Ghana
by. We are sure pa.
Yeah.
When you sure say oko fellow Ghana card bibi out ni say no unti obium.
Ohanamti.
Me minti obium.
Me baby am coffee Ghana card.
Baby me nyam Ghana card bi am tinye ho na me tisi.
And so you have to go and then feed the system with information.
Adaje.
Uni adaje.
Ya card no crown sanka. Card na ko e crown sanka. Me tu a o se me ko ye de gujeji bi asi papa. Ye system ni mi o. Ghana system ni mi o so ko e bone.
The we dem sa.
Ye de dem sa. E da sorry ni akoni aba. E da sorry akoni. Enunti and over 600,000 penny to tax Okruma. Your economy is doing by the informal sector, but most of them don't pay tax. Because of the anti-tax. Where the anti? Elsewhere, flat rates. We are driver, we are then driver. And they be flat rate at the end of the year.
It's about 3% and 1.5 and 2%.
We are KO, we are shoemaker, we are
the example I think in Tanzania or something of that sort.
Oh, I be telling you, when I went there, I spoke to them.
Flat.
Next coffee and I pay. They be
Kenya.
Yeah, flat.
And you can even stay on your phone and file
your tax. Oh, flat. And Sugana high, you be a No, be make a very good example. My children want 15 and answer or see who you put be what for making be nancy. Almost between 100 and 140.
40, yeah. 140. Yeah, 100 and 180.
Say cost wrong.
But what enough of it?
But you now, only person turn day by day. Some friend by day.
Yeah, we turn by day.
You avoid interest tax.
Some kind of people man was me tax in every month.
Obey.
Some calculating
System of the way.
Income, no income.
Who are revenue authority?
That be not in there found.
Who are your revenue authority?
That be any.
One tia watch it.
Because me as an entity, 7 years Juma will be. Now so like an organization. Number between organization it.
No, but because a man wants also what. Who do you maybe anything? What do you say? What but I nipa na oji ba dey who chat tax who dey that ko echa no ko je o pay slip o the tax out that say ko gala say ma go fu bi na sama negotiate ye no bo flat rate just come here say after tax man kan sa o so mu nimpa no mu tua ska no no ko tax na Ghana ba ti me kam ya bodam who dey are ba ya tax component no e yo bi salary wait, go via kubi. What the opposite be yakọ o president the tax component no. Esu be dey ni waje daily. Ahye no ho okodi. How can we live in a society like this? How can we live in a society like this? Bad day, nipa no bad day no. Aban nim no. System no nim no.
But do you have a system?
Oh, you kakra o.
However.
That's 7,000 for interest tax the system.
And so that system cases for just about 600,000 people in this country.
Yeah.
Out of a possible
income tax.
Income tax.
Tax is the baby also, but
income tax. Yeah. Out of a possible, I'm trying to say 7.88 million.
7.88 million.
I said,
I'm talking about 20 million.
They make working force.
Working force is about 50 million of the population. It's about half of the population.
It's about half, but yes. Working force is about half. But me come more who are gainfully employed.
Master, who you gainfully employed? We are like
Aben, what happy?
Me come more gainfully because according to the Ghana Statistical Service, we have close to about 2 million people who are outside of the workforce.
Yes.
Omono. Ebi akoye omunya hwe otifi
odinu ada onso nyuma bia o TikTok za do ada 2 million
hey 2 million
yeah boy and it's about
but Ghana Revenue Authority must find a way of
they must
I mean a sustainable way as you mentioned. Say
people there ain't some problem no.
Because me exactly. In my opinion.
I'm not sure the revenue mobilization be cost because now omo obi ho a wo hwe nema na yeto no to at least get the right figures and get the right tax right. But any sustainable going to the future. Long term no sustainable. But omo the phone omo so mo dwa menti ase.
The yo munjayo. I say ya tete.
At this anybody not yo you know to human no. I don't do the money di. And also not to no calculate. Oh how they say.
And at to me come assume some grana TV.
None of our home.
And over the tax and as obiti assume some.
Hey, was okay, we see a headphone business.
I'm for you insurance. So no. Lab. Omo hunu hunu dodo.
And when day.
I'm not I said the munye timamufu ni bi. Munye timamufu ni. Okay.
Now who jomudi?
Tax for none as them. Them not say ubesi.
What you ask do ya?
Oh yeah.
1,000 years rule.
O ba se nyom nyina na me sa. Anyi do da be nyom nyina na me sa.
Kana for pem fa so bumbia. Wo de uni mi ba o. Wo de adie bia me madam for koto 50 cities o su afa de ore oto 250 Ghana cities o si pu o here. I got on Henry City boy. The job. Crowe mu.
Also before feeder road so me but me hear feeder road na afa so.
Sifa. Me hu that this is be aba. Hear me, Nakakra. Corruption Perception Index 2022. Sifa, Mira who? I will say, Omane woman. Your war, she said, Sifa, you will do my pa. Mini's own report in Libya.
No hobby.
Na yen you are no more, my yen you are no more, mamma, you will find no more upon them.
Wow.
Aboka, I could trade it, I could tell it. So much the Mudia Simbi. I mean, just you.
Ah.
Our men and women in uniform.
Hold on,
I mean, just here.
Oko Ghana specific.
Ghana specific.
Then I'm coming busy as a week. Oh, the entity in the Yanko Pond Monday.
Ah, sir.
Near Domosuko.
Hey.
But who comes to Debbie?
Sir, Anka police dear, Anka Yong.
Who comes to Debbie?
Nah, dear, this is sweet.
Who comes to Debbie and Yanocret?
Seva?
Who comes in Yanocret?
A problem. Immigration officers.
Hey, nobody ain't come as well.
Hey. Now I'm on Bermuda Bay.
What's it day?
I'm Bermuda Bay.
Ah.
I mean, him more across it. Or more also commit discipline. Just say, Enkoye.
Enkoye. But I scored near 43, a number.
Yeah.
So average. I mean, it looks as if you're fighting. I say,
Just say, media, how many a year? Top 10. What I say? Especially the top 3. Top 10 in men and women in uniform. How many pa? Say, Afibia the police, you mudi kind. Afibia, Omono, Omo number 1.
As well, okay. Yeah.
And you mean
yeah, go. Now that day,
your report na me refer.
David, Obi. And some mammy yanka. And someone buy a good kratas will be a whom be okay. You could be a no can. You see, any idea some no. Ya publish.
Debut, we Ghana phone you be almost say. What told him dear pain? Was it I?
Oh, I don't dare.
Why now your man was posting? Now make us a positive phone that first. Macabody. I'll post for when you want to. You see? But this also goes to the core of something. Seva, young fan is serious in a long time. I didn't think our police need to be about your bribe. No, Uncle Court.
I didn't think the police need to be
who drive it? Why road offense? Police need to. I didn't think that one kasa you're not willing to go to court, but so many police can go jail.
Because, in my opinion, yeah, to be a dear. But you say a jidia as a team before Pinoano any ever a judicial system as we speak now. Inti na june cry and say me kwa peri yo into me enedi was asim no. And here cry na yasan kwa ko aka etia me kese. Inti ene se metimi atwitwa me ho wa ha ya de a yenka no bianko ne fie.
That is one. And a very valid point. Two, no soon say a waste of time. Se metimi atwa fite Ghana cities. It is better than the Ebeko police station. Ebeko Naji can see you. And I say, I license. Ebeko Naji license. And Naji can see you. We are after the Ebeko court. Between ye on the first debate, I say, I adjourn to the following month. Until the expedition of the case, you know, a problem.
The processes.
Right?
But in other jurisdictions, they can just even allow you to go.
No.
And then
men no agent home kwai. When you are New Cairo, Abrantepa, many trapotoni ne. You Yakoni Cairo, ye babe 12 so one. Umu see me Neapolis, Cairo. Na new a year I'm going every year yeah, Pano. Yet this is quite the road was 2. Baku air flyover on the highway. And a back off. Now ye didn't come on a power mini pain so. And no tear so far. Highway flyover so. Ye fire no one said, yeah, ah, what was saying? Was it me call over speed? Ah, yeah, never how much. Quite a 3 lanes, 6 lanes. Police in ho will be any quarter so. Tiasuma and coffee, Passamic coffee, and Koda was so, and they wouldn't be okay. Yachimi. I said, why not you? Will be any quarter so. Gun and the quarters go, Johnny, no be any zoo. What's it? Would you acquire? The essay boss a traffic light, and traffic light a sensor. I'm a sensor, said, and the ball was all make a windscreen. Paper could to Sefah. A bear I did have see in the book. We over speed. Police in town. We are no and one said, Pepe. Who can we new licenses are? What ya? Who can we new car in a year? Roadway ya? A boom? What ya? When ya? We are found home. Qua ne cosro. Technology.
I said we are digitizing the district.
Obi any kwan ho a wo be do 10 cities 20 cities what jam a red light enya fe na police ni be di oji there be ko so nko no nyansa nko no pentem ye be jiska no what you say ya nya ne sa na se police for na di wo mu ye nya dia bribe no o meji o bribe no one budget. Because me I actually no crown. Sefah, convenient for me. First of all, scam me to less. Me we see time in court. And ti ose abayo so pe kwan ya. Obefa so.
The sales carrying no we could have
channeled
the monies into government
of course.
Give it to me the akwakogum.
Of course.
But
now he's be a drivers for so adwini nyedwuma krum ha ka be jiska pa.
Oh yeah. Oh no, and I saw them say drive for more baby na adwini.
Who hate you mo aka be jiska pa.
Because minim say bi mo ebinum dey on birth said na driving. I'm telling you.
Oh, there is just the impunity. It is because oye bonia, the person will get away with the money. No, there is no punishment for wrongdoing. Anything oye. Now could you say kwan on bus stop on wire double park on ya chiwa and what you fine I go to fine na. And I am a community service minister. I call Donald Kwanwa.
Onim de man say sere kakra. O say esan say onipa no ye bone empempi ne entwena so nti. Na adwene ye ne say normal.
Oh,
enti be hu da kru bi ya che no a boss na say
I
da bia anum gina.
Ni kroma kibida.
Da bia boss da bia da bia anum.
Osu hoyi. Osu mo na chi ho sa kwan bi da ho. Republic ni mo say wan we minim. Na me kwa na bi police for no bom punum. Me say kwa chia wo mo. Sefah Omankasa Omoko da omwa na be shia o se cheba unu za high one way na unu za high way na me chia one catch za high one way wa sha ma but yes we we na o ka high one way o cheba we dey ya chewo hey e kwa Sefah me na mo de bia o minim da say one way e di o chi me say na say ha de bia me na ma da enu nche say ade papa I don't just say, or say Koswaye. And we have to find a way of minimizing the human interactions in our service delivery.
But that was one of the key promises of this government.
No, some of them.
And only boss
so typically passport office. Oh my.
How effective?
It is effective. But only mean him say nipa da se ne be that creative bottleneck. Wo be create situation Sefah we dey also ko ho ego hunu. Ya mo 13th 30 minutes. 1 15th, 17th, 20th, 23rd. Ungo.
Obeko.
What do you bet you want?
Obeko.
So they intentionally create an artificial shortage. Oh, because the book running hot.
Yes, there's a shortage.
And so what you want to be from our way in book no besinko.
No besinko.
What I say? We always find a way of maneuvering the system.
So it's us.
It's the human nature.
Yeah.
It's the human nature.
Yeah.
Oh, I say okay.
Every baby.
I say okay. Pot. I'm in the scanning machine. Because I'm going to use scanning machine.
Yeah.
I'm on food dice. I don't know. Person will be container. No sooner customer officer and come around, no checking one after the other. We are eat your pay. Into all the TV set 20 that, but no declare 10. The customer officer not for back no 10. C'est va? Yeah. What the system ne ba? Yeah, be maneuver system no.
Ode jina kakransa na meni nkomo wi emra na nkomo we nkomo hia isan se onim se corruption perception index ya ba yi a ene yedi hu nkomo menim se nyankopon dom a free adwada akro no ye be hyeda adomu asukọ yeni Owura David Kumiado yene no entwetwe nkomo kakra ono ewo ke Ghana yene no twetwe nkomo on the Transparency International report about beto dwa ene chere se Ghana ye score enya no 43 na obo oman mu dia obo oman kronkron Ghana mu a na chere se the men and women in uniform ye ka womu a timamufo no edi omani bu se ketasehye any dream adokro womu a they're talking about the men and women in uniform. Orado awie ye Mohamed akwa bebe pam adabenzo. Orado otemenka ye Mohamed akwa ba o.
Nka.
Yetonka.
Hello.
Orado yetonka.
Okay, me also.
Na me jiri se Transparency International report when you atwa so.
Me twa so me ya.
Na your performance
obi na akoye na adwuma wako akoye na survey and then the report aba. And obviously no means na eche enka ensem fata was our report now. But Namianim Nukrene so be Samia, say Nia feeling no a much more than reports in their reports in their bar. Because one say there are many times your democratic institutions are Hanon. Now democratic institutions, now a lot of them are supposed to curb corruption and need the issues of human rights near elections near Hong Kong. In fact, the whole thing has to do with our democracy now. Corruption perception index not simply at the amount for agent and many times net is any census no kind Ghana for untumi obia enkasa nkofkume be a certain percentage no on bekasa no running or degree of freedom ne awon keka na odeko. Now the way I feel corruption memo hano and the ubi so obia or no obeka say a higher than we have ever experienced in this country. Ninti America sana say there are many times that we've heard a lot of stories. Now, I ma a comedy den kakra a mampeni interventions because at times no kasa the kasa chese enye idea or pese ne nabaimun kofobi enimbeguase. Whether they are engaged in corrupt activities and are not. There are many times, I'm making more examples.
Mr. Adam Patomeba, any day more. And Sakransa Nabeto Ako a swo hono. Me person can me bisa wasem back community. O can say Ketasi share any dream wa yen hunu e wo man mu no. E so sene nia Transparency International on person o ka e ho asem no. E den nyina so na wo gyina so akase se de yen hunu no. ɛso the Transparency International for on person who the room.
We just took a taxi or took trotro, and we went out. And on the day 2 months in the sea, and so every time when you sit down, Care Ghana, have a conversation with the people about how they are feeling about some vital aspect of our economy in a country. Now, their major concern has been the corrupt Niema ACO or Memuha. Bebre. Uko kanse ye topoto smupe ubonze onibakoka shesika yede yese Bank of Ghana 60.84 billion. They say ashre sa sika no nanso ye ko IMF akwakọ se sika ketu ebi. Only taxi driver any you say trotro for and I say passengers kasa no raise sound common people are raising Cecilia Dapa issue 1 million. Any one can count on your way and will be cool you say dollar one kwa ache your man penny abedi akacha and say ache dollar na she dem na atu and into no ye see the no any dollar no be see the perform against the dollar and ye obi enya dollar bebre e dey see whether it's an issue of money laundering and that's when it's also an issue. The issue of your man penny or O2 coin or high private jets. Every time I hear this, I say, "Ahina, I constant the Ghanaian, ordinary Ghanaian, the taxpayer." Obi the able to just say, "This is the amount the president or the government is spending on the president's travel using private jets." I be payment ninu unimda onim ahia ekosi yen. Ye can say Bank of Ghana say or the 250 million ekwakosi announce washa say po DC headquarters. And then on one kasan no no Bank of Ghana no onya inflammable no ahome.
But how are these and boss way constitute corruption?
Menua say you do see adea no my di ejuma na me do see ejuma na no na wa be catch them say ya boka 60.84 million na me no bet na se ni ahwe bi asika no faaye. And yes, so be kita obia your constitution nature say obia e befa no aben mu no wo no ese say wo declare wo asset dem ma me Cecilia Dapa ansa na wo kwakwa minister no $1 million 330,000 euros any won keka ho e wo ni way o declare ye ana. So all these things are questions. They border on corruption. Immediately we cannot get answers to these things. Then it means say obi aye baby o baby. Men person make say be obi you ask baby because many evidence. But you should be explaining to the Ghanaian people where that money is coming from. Yet it say the special prosecutor there's another $5 million has to come somewhere in the bank account freezy. Where are those monies coming from?
Those monies are all boss way according to the Office of the Special Prosecutor. They've not released any information to that effect regarding the quantum of Sika a woman accounts.
I'm not surprised because the charge sheet and answer could be the ball omo ankasa. Okay, Special Prosecutor the ball mame Cecilia Dapa no omo call court lawyer and say yes no kind. So there's a lot of conflicting information and there's a lot of information SCT in form. Obi Korea Banchia, your man 15 years imprisonment. Okay, and yet then Obi Asem say balance your opinion. There is no fairness in judgment. And intimate memunity wa no su timumiti and them yem session or sort of sans and same way. Because and then here are finance minister call parliament. Born in same man who say increase school feed in Sikana Yadesha Uncolano. Now I hate the increasing now you're increasing from 80 pesos to 120 pesos. Now yet now Bank of Ghana say or no nearly to me a man without parliamentary approval and I've been only $250 million where it is corruption. Sole sourcing, the reason for sole sourcing has not been granted, has not been given, has not been explained. All these things are corrupt corruption matters that needs a here say
But according to a Public Procurement Act, sole sourcing could be one of the ways I be to the contract a particular company under specific circumstances.
Thank you. So what are the specific circumstances in TIA, Bank of Ghana, and sole sourcing in terms of building now almost, what is the agency of that particular building? They should come and explain to us, because where there is no information, there are speculations.
So is that making you say, sir, because they have not provided us with the explanation in Chiremua, sole sourcing for that particular contract in Intino, it amounts to corruption? Sana Patre.
Minya, Nanui, one of your sister stations, the Bank of Ghana, one of our managers, are in charge of finance. Yet beside say, Bank of Ghana build no musino. The total cost near saying, or see only in Krata when any maintain to me guy. And I host the beside say, Minya, Sika ye can once a shaky economy. Who now your finance director? We had the now say who name the quantum of money yet this is a building, this one could share in Krata. Minya, what would be the conclusion of any reasonable Ghanaian? What would be the conclusion of any reasonable Ghanaian?
I do not want us to digress. So let's come back to the issue of corruption perception index, Transparency International, and along the line when you were explaining, sir, one, corruption na ye hu ewo maimu no eso sen near Transparency International person womo emma ye hu no. You were pointing accusing fingers at Mampanyi Nana-Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Sir, he does not want any appointee of his to be fraught in corruption issues. Why not just obey clear amount for? But we also need to be fair. Sir, the president has also allowed institutions to do their work, to conduct their investigations into allegations of corruption.
But the way I no into me ma inkrofo or no apaw almost say omundis ejuma into me yo majuma ye. She letter, she response or the ma Cecilia da pa letter or choy no. My dear Cecilia, unim say we na be ko ewie no. Na ho song. How can you come to such conclusion whilst we are investigating the conduct of your appointee?
But that's the president's belief. The president's belief should not be the reality of ABA, OSP, and as ABA Shraj obey Nejma, and as ABA police CID obey Nejma.
When you are beside Sunday, a married deal now, or Mampini can say you're misleading or no. But you achieve you one.
Debbie.
And you know, we are driving towards the conclusion I'm making.
Somebody was booted out of office.
Must somebody steal money and know that the ramification of his actions, and they say that into is that the conclusion we are driving at? Is that what we are seeking for this nation, for the forward movement and the development of this nation? Is that what we are seeking for? And I think mining couldn't build that because there's no punishment. And yet then be Korea phone your man of 5 years, 10 years imprisonment. Yanka say for phone no now so banama o mampeni appointee you see I catch us a corner court na fie sa keke. Where on earth do these things happen? You nimsa mampeni and that Trump you know me no can say Trump ojina court because of the conduct. Kama a man who can say umbra number serve the nation of the people of the United States of America. So you must be made to account for your stewardship. If Obianim said that is what is going to happen, I am telling you, Obianu obeba obebokro memu hanom. Obiani obeba, but and then acquire to say a lucrative business. Oye wi a yeso Kofi na koda omampeni be clear o. Kofi na koda ya pamo kono kudi sa asika na we wi any won keka ho. That is not what the ordinary people of this country are seeking for. It is not the reason why I call ye to something to aba e ma sa aban we. Ye pamo aban bi because na ye ka say obi akwa kwaje Ford as a demudie yen nine say even Ford no ponu ojane in the fleet of cars na a war way your friends saying Flagstaff House on them and a Jubilee House on them. All of us do know. And no Timenu for a panacea by voting against him. And all of us, we were all part of those decisions. Today, we will not be fair if we are not using the same yardstick against the one that is on now. Say say name and shame. And then to be a bonnet, ye can Timon Becca. Yeah, yes, so society organizations is why that Timon yes, you can send a bay as my way to be tracked. Because ye can a man for bribe, able police for the so be a police for them. Obiaka say police for bribe because when it's all driving out do baby or 5 city or 10 city or 2 crowd or something 200 net per baby fat any account. All these things are part of the corruption. Way Obi Huda. Obi on kita evidence but me take no police na budget 5 city say how cost cycle overhead na say anajo from 7 air corner Obi say from 7 air corner Obi say police for nankasa dan station masters e wo hono they be ancestor tro no ejina load ne ho na police for na guide tro for no omo loadi wo omo wi ano magije 55 city e wo mo nche na e cause traffic anajo e wo overhead na say. So these are corrupt matters that all of us have seen. These are evidence that we have seen. Omoye, and into man penisu dear bar, Yebeka Nasa, minister dear bar, Yebeka, Senebeya, Yina, Yema etwika.
Right, Mamma, I say, yes, I'll dip in and you chink upon other benzo.
Namin shall be.
All right, David, Kumi Ado, executive director. Ghana, a civil society organization, one out to see an nutrition common corruption perception index, Transparency International, the about 2 journal. Me who say, okay, come on, Brian, you didn't come on. I didn't try. What can I say? We announced an anti-Asana.
I say, me, I'm on the side of civil society any day. I think someone play a very major role in our democracy and our development. And it means they do no wrong in my eyes. Even though yeah. But I look more of the positives. I mean why? I can never be a couple of course of cliente. But I pay a VADM say 2 issues. 2 issues on Kuma Woody and I pay. Corruption and you yeah. Corruption. And then you know, and Tiana Junior say, Sike, and you know, Ubiako Wieska, Debbie. Influence peddling. Influence peddling alone can amount to corruption, of course. Ukai Sarkozy, the French former French president. Didn't know man he has a
influence peddling. They say
he promised someone a job.
Yeah.
And yet there be an Ubiako Wieska. 2, c'est far. Reported the way it can be. It is not only about politicians. That is the mistake.
No, but this one here. Now, public sector, saying politicians going over public sector. We are talking about public sector, civil servant, Tommy Jumo, public sector.
I'm for providing public services. And she could be this uncle. Yeah, then you know, question the other part. And I claim agent. When you say, and the more there, and I get people's emotions up. But Nina, no, I could say, Yankasa, Juruma Yedi, and Bessie Bedi Hunkomo. Police in Ichiwa, why they offer a big offer to pay bribe themselves?
Oh, yes.
School placement.
How much I say?
Who ni mo? Who ma offer you to discuss here from Mbanshe a school? And here, this uncle Moya, Mama yen narrow conversation, meaning say, Omu hidie. And the bribe is caused by their inactions and corrupt practices. Correct. But see, to corruption as here. or see a from a holistic point of view. Because if America said the politicians we have today are a reflection of our society.
They come from us.
And the name of if you say normal, it didn't take a president to stop gifts, a Christmas gift in this country. Now buffets a whole conference. Gift president gift ya mo yen kama bag
almost share
come Christmas. Ni etimi charm about to say chibi.
Oh yes.
It took a president to say hey,
yen chebi. This yen.
And a free hoyen chebi.
Second you.
What you say? Oh, thank you very much. Gift hampers, baby.
Now crown yabi.
I said, maybe that. Maybe that.
Oh, how no be friend me. So, papa be saying fat, bro. The busy here.
You was some car and to the Monday Tracia.
Monday Tracia never come.
Come park and come.
Never come. Now, Monday, you come, where no be a man in and this
I say, we better go in NDC.
Dabi, Odia, ye come ma obia mejina ha MA NDC MPP. The entire make us say. Unza sensem ne ba na ye share politicizing one. Then the subject, the real substance of the issue, no anka wasi ye NDC so ne kan. Yenka. Because any ye ka say Ghanaians pay bribes to a tune of about 5 billion Ghana cedis to public officials. One can say NDC and I say MPP, or say Ghanaians. So our conversation should be reflective of what the report is telling us. One can say MPP, card-bearing members, that amount to ensure say they get the public goods here. Or say Ghanaians, Ghana for any tia.
Ghana kriya because yes pa. And so ko school man about ogotua bribe.
Ogotua bribe.
Wo ko pe juma ogotua.
Ogotua bribe. O man mu amini mo bi odi asem bia betu mani me mpese meka. O say o kope internship aye e wo baabi. Internship no duru ho no o say oyem omra metua 1200. And I'm saying internship. Oko
Nye juma ye fa no.
Ye mfa wa juma.
Oko suya de ko experience.
Suya ade upper experience. And ye see ye ji wa he. O see afei dia kwa na kra so obeji be 1000 obeji be 800 citizens.
And them say
obeja 800 citizens na on famra. And you see this is not just linked to that particular person no.
Nipa be 500 internship.
Exactly.
What did you be?
To the HR, to the extent say even that company no HR. Ye unze omo di letters ne kwa. Amount for numbers go so. So yeah, or see or how no be friend or see or HR and then HR no bizarre say is he willing to come and have the internship there and I say onye willing. Opeso hu.
Well, you sure say nipa no HR papa.
Also opeso hu. And I say the document here e my son say me din e kan document ni hu nti. Ye frame me. Me say enye say yes o we ya me say. Or see 800 series
internship
anya or compare juma
and them internship be 5,000 a month.
Oh, you be 5,000
na internship go you won dey ka ogu dey internship say
800 series.
Yes. For my fancy why?
Yeah, fancy.
Na ajuada e ba weto so.
Yeah,
fancy. Na yentu ye no mo uniform for say o mo susu nje na ma jibi ye.
Anim gwase ne ya dos. Anim gwase ne ya dos.
O ma jibi ye. We nyese maka say mi nam kwa ho o me jejira bi.
Dom ye ne ombejina. Ombejina.
Ombejina me.
Oh. Pusi ni bia oye ya na ofa madam for afi.
O me be brother.
Me ha no afre. Eh, boss. Na say dem hu se mo be fa o na me say o da bi me me nyonko na ba na me di na chi ne be fa o. Me Zaire how there.
Bebre.
Ehokra and na me mai.
O ka say ma mbo police mi aba so. Inspector Wuni o Smithers Road no so.
Inspector Wuni.
O tejina Manet. Man, a solid policeman.
Solid. Very solid.
Solid policeman.
Inspector Awuni ewie echi awo.
Omo first this would name him.
Inspector Awuni ewie echi awo pa.
Nti Chan Mami. Oh yeah.
Inspector Awuni echi awo ewie.
Very hard working police officer.
People are still peeved about the fact that man can't drum and write my birthday. Still, I'm not for sending me private messages. I'm more come out and me. More than one come out and me. Why? But that's a power. Madam, I say, bring your circle. Now, many a.
Nah, media is the 7th. Oh my God, sir, I must say, Mrs. Trasa.
David, now, Obi, not to
yeah, so for the and yeah, happy birthday, sir.
Oh, happy birthday, now send them, you know. Then I can't.
I said, you move on. I don't know. Huh? Can you get a from Muntia? I don't want you to move on.
Oh, Jimmy, move on.
What to happen?
What do you move number? By the time we too for say a man in yet a DNB.
Why?
Jones.
We will be with you.
Cop Jones.
Let me send you a link. We go for no one.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I've been more. Matthias, so now many iPhone income.
27th, Uber, problem.
Or any bring your birthday near 27th. The kings are born in August.
Fantastic. Intimidate my car. Uber sending message now. Hi, baby, the other may send you.
Open your bed 2000.
Petri boy.
Open your bed 2000. Oh, anyway, I was young about Monday, Missia, now and Comuna Kana Yachi near their bread a year at your phone TV. But see, I am Facebook. We delayed a bit with a year coming on to a year Facebook live stream, but a young cop na any roll call kakra na young shit near Monso Moka. If I someone echoes or my and Yanko Facebook is here. Yanko Facebook. Yeah, I'm more Emmanuel. Good afternoon going out to you, Derek. Good afternoon, Bertrand. Ni Ajay Kraku. Good afternoon going out to you, Bertrand. Emmanuel Emma Wule. Good afternoon going out to you, Junior Captain. Kaisis. Good afternoon. Asio Kwaunta. So good afternoon going out to you, Joseph Mensa. Good afternoon. Nungwa Talkative. Good afternoon going out to you, Jerome Kofi. Jerome. Good afternoon going out to you. Betty Prince Selassie, good afternoon. Wafake, good afternoon. Mawulom Pabi, good afternoon going out to you. Joseph Mensa, good afternoon going out to you. Bella Lawrence, good afternoon going out to you. Okay. And Sapon Prince, good afternoon going out to you. Sapon Prince, my messages now making kind Ediama for ni etiefo. So let's start with the messages amode abanu be not making kind for ni etiefo. You can also leave your comments on our Facebook live stream. Oko Facebook if you're happy 98.9 FM. Like our Facebook page, you know. Like the stream. Share the stream if you can. Share the stream if you can. And let's have a conversation around Niema Ekoso or Moemwa. Emmanuel Lamoa, I say very nice. Derek Aite or Chelsea, good afternoon. Bertrand ni Ajay Kraku. Bertrand ni message no ewa ha making kan Bertrand message no na memfama your phone TF one sana ya adwene kra say ne eno I am picky calls but I never picky calls say dey be ya betimi ne TF4 edi enkita ho. Bertrand aka Papa J or say good afternoon Kwadwo Sefah-Danquah. I'm connected live from Temanu Town. The best party to govern this great nation is still the NPP. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will be elected as the flag bearer to lead the new patriotic party to break the 8. Hashtag. I am my hashtag no insu. Emmanuel Awule will say from United States of Kisaman, good afternoon to you, or good afternoon, Emmanuel. Junior Captain Kaises will say watching you live from Softtech Pando. Ma enchia enkoma Pando for nyina mfama Asio Kwawu enter so say happy birthday to J Poma inside a crowd so kind from Asio Kwawu enter so greetings to incoming MP Amansaman Alhaji Yaya Kasim Ata aka Kas on the other esmo buy no. Joseph Mensah say the rep from Care Ghana is speaking out of hatred. In the first place, I think we should educate people about the word perceptions and more perceptions are not facts. Every lazy person think rich people are corrupt. Nungwa Talkative was a good afternoon, Sefa. Please, What happened to the words said by Special Prosecutor Martin Amidu about President Nana Dankwa Kwadwo on corruption? On no question, Jerome Governor Senior, keep the fire burning. I salute you. Jerome, good afternoon, going out to you. We salute you too. Wafake, New Plant Station, Sefa, the guy you are interviewing is doing propaganda for the National Democratic Congress, so please take care. Maulon Pagbe, or say, good afternoon, Sefa, and your solid production team. Watching you live from Cantonment opposite 1D1F office. Yo, but as I said, also ODODA free 1D1F office opposite by Joseph Menson said, this man from Ghana is not being fair at all. So he meant when corruption allegations is leveled against you, then automatically you're guilty. What kind of mentality is this? One of the hour Suma Ebaye and what propaganda? It seems you of okay, all right. As your my kind of birthday, we know Sapon Princess. So NDC want us to believe them, but they are not different. Piaga. One of the hour Suma Ebaye and other messages are more Abani. Or say some of you are rather blind. If I tell you your father is a thief, does that make it factual? That's a question there. Michael Adote, or say, the nation is sick. Citizen Sika Togo, say, good afternoon, Sifa. You are live on Legon campus. We are with you in spirit. Citizen, may I say, as usual, always and always, one of the ardent listeners of Pahua Dabain. Brad Joe Arthur, may God bless you all. Happy FM. Yeah, that's it. Say, in fact, the man you just interviewed spoke like an NDC communicator. Brad also bet me afraid no about Jumadi Nisun watch number ni 0551 563 and me mama kwenya said bia musu bet me afraid nra ya mama kwenya mama afraid nti ne ofra no twa ne tell near call 0551 563 916. Good afternoon, Udini Baby Afrifi. Hello, good afternoon, Udini Baby Afrifi.
Siva.
Yes, sir.
Abba. Siva, what is it?
Yanko Pandum now, swear.
Nyamia enough from the account and Akufado. Now, I am not the end of one say, if you are the answer, me quite sorry about. Me fra one the first radio station I'm a friend so now me sato not just insurance be account and so did the woman be me me didn't say be account and so did the woman be me
sir
me boaka what did the man be dida
na baby I will me
na say media e did the so be ma obi dia and no here baby awo
sir.
Sisi a wo kase wo be ma me bi adi a within seconds wo be ma me bi adi
sir
omo asabe omo ye yikura omo mbidi na me asabe me nkoma
omo ma ye den
ade se me hu da wo nye mom da onso wo nka omo ba ho so omo nka so mom mbidi da na me chao nya me chairman Steve no so jaru ko ni this year na me chai nka me na MP eye ferit na koyo yeni aja na one Sifa the best mommy mu abrantie no na atomic electoral area utimi wini fempuntu enko Sifa ene o my Ghana arofo ana atiesi Ghana because of identity yenya bad leader bi a woni vision na sebe onni abataye edema Ghana fo na senko wa abataye a ontimi nyehye boni enfamene entirima Sifa ene electoral commission the decision ya wodi aba na akola wenya 18 years one need 200 Ghana wodi be registration card wey national identification card bi wusu wo mani nya guaranta man guaranta man no nye voting card udinano ye kwaka MPP aban so etaitire because minimum trimu to boni amabo suma si jo omo dia omo register omo nkofo wo suma sinti ombeta electoral commission echi enye wonwa si enye omampani a wo ban wonu de wo so wo ku e wo obi ma so meanwhile ukurom landard 40 Ghana for wo se ne do fight ye kuba police for no obeti kuba police for sɛ ni ɔmo hankɔfoɔ ɛtete ankɔfoɔ kɔbɔkɔ amanfoɔ timi ntena ɔmo fie ɛno deɛ nana akufo ado nyɛ ne n'adwene so ɔbɛ fight na watu aseɛ yana ɛdeɛ baayɛ a otumfoɔ tu anammɔ ɛtimi sɔfo wɔ baayɛ pa ɛtimi sɔfo ɔde bɔ ne ho nsamrane so wɔno no wama peace aba o bɔko deɛ adɛ na ɔnka mfa mma ne ho nsamrane ɛnɛ hwɛ deɛ ɔman Ghana yi hwɛ Bank of Ghana korɔno kɛtaase sɛ prɔyɛ a ɔmde adɔkorɔ ɔman Ghana kyɛ sɛ wo ne wabusua di ɛtu obiara so di bi ɛnyɛ me nwanwa sɛde matumi kɔgye sika 2.5 billion so ɔmde support wɔ mu kuo bɛɛ na ɔmo opposition ɔma atumi anyɛ sɛ kuo wɔ yi o ɛnɛ ne batumi bie restaurant over 6 million Ghana cedis wode kɔ sika di dɛm over 60 billion bɛɛ na opposition wɔtumi yɛ saa nneɛma wei korɔno eti hɛ deɛ ne Ghana yɛ sifa o de maame ana o maame ana me nkɔ
o de yɛnkasa kokoam
the new number me o de
yɛnkasa kokoam o be hu me number sisi a
nyame hyira
me da sisi on so frɛ 0551563916 number betimi afrɛ na ba dwumadi ne so ɛno no good afternoon odi ne ba bia frɛfi
good afternoon
yes sir
Emerson.
Pacho, who's doing design?
Ode.
Pacho, free van. Asen Mansu. Okay, Ode, Miankasa.
Then I'm the leadership problem. You have a leadership problem. Because I might now want to Puno. Usha and leaders are, which means they are thinking ahead. Also, the way I'm taking decision, to say no, I do need a different. By a bay, had the I said, decision room, going for take care, I almost take this decision now. Now, who be so who cry, need the start of taking this decision. What you can't want to or may I use no, or may I use two the natural resources, this is no. Now you're not the man, person, our African leader media, Kawano, what supported some man so almost soon more than 7 years, oh, that I almost would be soldier, a soldier for a call. What type of mentality is this? So, may I use now, young would say, ye cheat to know, no, officer or dinner who fee about Funsema, or that Africa as a would soldiers will call. I am one individual president now moving to decision. What is your question? I'm not saying. There is an empire, Mampania, Infanton, Mampania, who will be Cathedral. Cathedral now, but now just a Ubu, Adea, I had a Pepu, and some West Cathedral. Over such a leader, and their contribution of the Mao. Uber Cathedral, I used to Ubu, and some West Cathedral. And I land at some of Ghana. These such leaders, I'm going to take a decision. I'm going to take here. I am one. That's it.
But as I said, also to me, Frey, 0551563916. And I'm about to my friend over Jumadini. So, good afternoon. You be a free.
Hi.
Major also, catch you, Yanko.
But as you can have found that.
As you,
Papa.
Now, all the birthday are sending me.
What's that?
On the birthday is sending me.
But I
am a cam.
I am why are you?
Abayano, Mamma, or your day.
Abayano, I'm busy. I was so kind. Yes,
any I was ever going to go back to see any video.
Whoopa, now my mother, I never me deco. I go through the fire, I happy as a mobile. Or more for a pipe. Therefore, I trouble with that papa.
Matthias,
I hold on in editing.
Matthias,
my balloon will be a so conscious of my wood up. You want young boys away. If I may come as a swag, you never ending for one idea. That moment coming before I said, former President Go Mama, and maybe I'm not here or vice president. Yes, one so about to any play when your mamma. They were ready to stay behind the bottom. I did Alpha. Then this one right. And yes, I'm one thing. Can't make a much difference. Here, in India, Ibrahim Mahama. Now, you need my note, you are very president. And this is one by that one time. Yekazi yekani man ke baka ama adiaki. Ebi for party. Ghana for some me to abamana. Asem na betu yi. Campaign plan e be ko so. Ebi sendi NDC ni bi bia on be ma Ghana for. Ketia zero project. Yekomo bor Brazil okwabra ne go fa Ghana for bi na ezika. Yede no ko to no osu. Dem yesi yenyerin. Yede no ko to osu. What the Ghana for bi na ezika asem de control do kron. Ade do ko gwa na ko to e. Na de engravo e se do ko gwa ba di to. Da do ko we nyina. Ade but Ben Endis for Mudia Ghana for the IM. That is a band they come to Ghana for this. 2024, Munim, them go to Obama for my friend, your mama, and 10 penny because so many. Because only be probably out of Ghana for it has bye bye.
That's prayer now over Jumadi and so 0551563916 number between your friend. No about Jumadi and so and no good afternoon, Dini Baby Afrifi. Good afternoon, Dini Baby Afrifi.
Good afternoon, Sefah.
Abai.
Now what is saying?
Abai, Yamia don't know where now as well.
And a friend I mean, say, I respond me wish now, me wish you birthday.
Aye.
I mean, because I'm born by my end.
Amen.
Thank you, the service, Shaifa, and thank you,
Amen.
Mammy Panchaka, Chema. Yeah, incoming assembly member of Atomic Electoral Area. Honorable Michael Ajana one, Yachiana Ye. Sefah.
Abai.
Abai betina konyasu. Ukula uye Ghana ni uye professional journalist no. Ni busa say abai we pa ni plan anything wo my we hu a untimi mami. Abai we oni sise ye bia chese policies a omu opposition. Slogan omukaye nyina ya no keke. Sefah, last time we catch you say aban we ni policies are our opposition or kan ho asem no. Say yam person ka odi ni bo hye so a. Sefah, nka NDC aban ebeye din pa say ebesa batu mi. Now so hwe esan ahwemodi a wodi Ghana fonti ama enne NDC amanyoku a NPP for 20 years, say, yeah, Subun somewhere been bad, and they're gonna phone Cassan who says, so yet they knew him. I mean, almost a twin South Legend, the money Mamma said, Umbra Betty and free of Brenia Mania, a which they will move. Sefah, one Cassan young one, say, Negana for Sufran, this is said. Muna Mubetina, Kunyaso, Mututunia Mamma Kana for your Mutoyen. Muba, Mubu, Kotompo, Akosisem, Nama Muntin, Namubeka. And na yebe yese na yebe yedi akonya ni mamwa na maba be di yam maba be di Ghana for yam na kata de sete de mi bra su le beka ye kro nu kata de se e bra na mu opposition na ye ni mu sebre en na mo betra be mu manya sika chen a cheze mi uti no wa unti ase na Ghana for na ye ko sa light to abama mu no ye hu kire ye o ka ye ti ye di free sete taba ye di dum so adim se twa dum so so anyam na mu so bu ye free sete ti ya mu di abayi Ghana for a woofu a ye manko free executive. Sefah, Timbia ye kase, Muma ye sanko ye dademu, Kanina ne ye tia school fees ni ye muto ye 10 free executive ya, mu bon samranisa mu diabre because they ye money be statia, prospectors a umudi maye, Sefah me die kikako 7,000. Last time ni musa me di tira obra na the door wo Mr. Niman, Sefah enye izo. Me banu sa me tira school aya na me mpese me go school ni di. Sefah me new prospector ta me toma me container na me ton ye enye kan me banu
Echo 7,000.
I'm telling you Sefah me senu wa tese me dia senu journalist bebre amu hu anom ye masi ho Sefah school atade kura me toye school atade o kura me toye bibie wo school bia me bi ma me ba me toye yan fa ma me free bibie ni wa me nya ne free enti no free SHS na mu dia bre ye no mu be ye mboa na se mu be ku ye Sefah mufoma nuntu mu bio 2024 election se yampamu akrofo ye mfiri wa enye Ghana seble na ya ton no nkofo we omu ni sise ye papa bia mu ma we enu mu gasa keke Sefah nyame kan
Abai me that sounds so friend out here watching 0551563916 number bit me friend over Jumadi ni se pama da ben and also gusu auti and oti enka happy 98.9 FM ni sim 100.1 FM or Tamale ni sim 95.9 FM Ewa Boga Tanga. Good afternoon, Udini Baby Afrifi.
Udini Sakura, the mouthpiece of Ablikuma.
The mouthpiece of Ablikuma, Sakura Yanko.
Sefah, Yenya Ajana one. Yesterday, electoral area on momusheno muntu abamam. Sefa, this is an SBK.
Zakura, only my dear Baku, I am a debt on this particular issue. The way both NPP and NDC serial callers supporting a Jano one. That is, to me, if we can use that same energy to tell ourselves, say, okay, irrespective of my political beliefs and as a political colorings, and command because in Guinea 1 year.
Sefa, and now me catch you. President Mama, President Minister, or your communication, or your BB, and this is one crown as a pan, or Paya Tosa, I in NCU. Me person in Bonnie, oh, Sepa, or Pake and Midam Fupa, is so as what Tessino of Retisia. Baby, I mean, so can me tell whom your bon combo of our case. Ye are for your enemies. And so, on my own, a penny. Oh, to say, send okay, side SM band because they are cost to any and can to say, we a bind we almost ban from Miss now, we and come with this one, NBC, a bay they say about a bind mobile. And so, $1 million per constituency now, a one. Sophia de Biamica, second lady, the Biamiwa electoral area, Sabozungu. Gaskia, on a wound, Minu Casas, Yetiriwa, Nina now on. As to the chef, Gota Bakukura, Yenya, Yagas, oh, secondly, the Kuran, a bomodi, Yenya Sai. Would there one case if I would have bet Gaskia Zongo Nation, Ohawa, Yawum, Ohon Wire, Bibia, Onuya Wu, Street Bakukura, Niwa, you better say, Manu went in Nayan was on. Problem in insecurity. Would you a Kosongo Johnson? Would you say a station and almost restless? Omune my and she is second year on one. Sefa and the corruption, Sema, come watching. Nipa baku oba sky okuku ekoseni dem omuba ye hu omu ukoto credit kura na ya ti ne de ama party ene amafo anya sikama uka arrogant of power nti omu hu ti se na kuko ka ye power can trick you o se dey sini na omu hu ebim kura e defend say ade aye sini fine omuka e ba sa chemu enye matami du na ko fire e ba enye matami du na ko fire. This special prosecutor man, dear lawyer, oh, you know, there are some by your man is a position on court president, Mamma, dear FCA. SFA, dear FCA. You can't know work of car free education, and then walk of car, on by car, do some work of Zoom. So, as Baumian says, President Mamma deserves no credit. Hey, Brofo, Sefa translate a country, and say, a bimu NTS. President Mamman deserves no credit for someone doing so. And you know, once you are born about to say, what Miama doing so everywhere. By trying to tell. Yeah, General community and Nessa to recover Jody Akubam. Good afternoon, Nini Free.
Good afternoon, Sifa.
Yes, sir.
You know, could you because if you are to my cousin?
You know, Gasamangas, me too, and catching Pombo Code.
Boko now, so
you could Kronga crack, I mean, to Wadarama.
So, your mom need my power, your mom, my Ghana, and Oboid my power, would draw man we. And share more than so come out of any case, or we come from Pong, I do not feno, darling boy, or what some man say, or Jim, I will NDC dim. The said delegate say, and a week among indoor zone, number G seat now, I have been 24 years, no, and mine. Sifa, and before college, and I am not on where Miss Ru. Internet, or more on better Ghana for say. Aban we ye into mama to aban mubiana. Hey, maybe we say any one or more years Hanyamanu. Sifa, oh, show more casa or must start for now. Oh, show my 2016 same Casana or more cow. Amoka corruption, mama time corruption. Ah, Sifa, so that men know you near Becano cry. Young compare, oh, the young compare corruption under the NDC today. Nianche. Sefa, you want a PSC, PDS, and Kofobi the fake and crack abedi PDS, I just go on bottom crack. Yes, I'm married. You're inflated cost. Omukwa agreement for. You share no more. 800 million. President, they say he was misled. Ni na mo fele. You want a PPA boss. You say also corruption in same almost freezing account. You who no more is scanning na. But you money who are there na. Ni na mo nya no be ka se mama tam corruption. Me say corruption and Mahama. Omuka ni na bom na enne. Omuntin fi ekufa binim. Abaya unka 88 hwenyo me esifi ye wo krom ha na wo kasa che ga na fo dintro ubesi one this one that Sefa me say dey bia mo ba mo so my one this e wo ba bia one call ye ofi esugboyi me say me wa saman kase omo be kire asaman kase one this one factory no dey bia omo ai dey wo mo sa no Sefa be no musi omusi toilet bi bibiri akan wrem me hu ba akokọ omo complete o me constituency and next am for kuro enya ano be gina kasa se omo memo ni ye mama tam ne to 23 cities and then na 100 Ghana tatam na fu ne ya he and then munya debi eniwo na mo de kasa Sefa me hu saban we won bo ba Ghana yes yo be wa be poor man ne ka keke asande o man na konechi obi di 54 billion build Ghana who just one institution finance a Bank of Ghana much says can nyina che ama mudi ya ka corruption COVID expenditure by just 81 million dollars $81 million akokem ewo baby e so omo edu no mo family up to date eno so yentin ho asem sankofo ya timi nya no be gina ho e ka corruption and mama and before mo bin say Ghana for then share the 2024 communal labor obi a no tell say menye politics menye wi ene ekufa do hit na ka obi a brebi nti wo obeka say menye politics mesrew won say be out wo corner ene hit na count nti the best na ebe pam for 2024 okoto aba former John Mahama and MPs, the majority in parliament, Nimbu man papa Emma Ghana for that's
sounds so friend out Radio Jumadi so happy 90.9 FM also good so Jumadi and Pahwa that be me and me cham your friend Kwadwo Sefah-Danquah numbers nini there be number back you just beat me up and back the account there be also beat me beat me afar for ni be 0551563916 good afternoon didn't be afraid as I'm doing council
the former nana agena partner na watch motor new phone
nana mpacho wadaroma me ntio
mami sure na we fit for you now why ni they ga yakene kontompo na di ade na yewura no prenam ta wo shena na danko ku fado na membo tantan o she amembo nda de o da Ghana for be di man na so le we fe ne so ka na omo pele me ya ka ma so na ha me me be ka sa ya o fi NDC for Brazil, Ekodun Kube, the Biko Teko, Mitingo this year. We kill a buy way, I ain't asking a bobo money, and then I never fought my president.
Oh, Asamaba. I am say, yeah, sure, it's how fresh for no. Mr. Mo, obit me afraid now, so what by a Jumadian so 0551 563-916 number na with me afraid na odia ba Jumadi ni so no o fra me sero ani di mu anu atwa ne tell o twa ne tell mami mani beje na ya to aso enche bia bidafo ba betena se ne asiase ne no mu adi enkomo wano di system no amudi agu Facebook live stream no so no mama can be as we wait for a year the next caller na and 70 videos comments appeal too every me chiao comments are there or say domi kwabenya constituency no matter honorable ato forcing and minority propaganda inshallah Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia will break the 8 simple cry comments appeal too there the esuma ebaye no jabata or say Africa's problem ECOWAS are in Accra discussing problems confronting Africa. Isn't it amazing? Concert from Ejabata Adenta already our the Esma Ebaye Enono. Nungwa Tokati was Sefah. I think President Nanado's government is taxing us now on sports betting to fix the traffic lights. let us give them some few months to see if they are going to fix it. We cannot allow. Yet to mean trouser on for proceeds of a betting tax and on for fix it traffic light. And the traffic lights in Bebre now say for a longer period now. So if per your theory out there, bay, say if you have to say a fiance or Baba Jiska, no, they are going to fix traffic light. I just say, good afternoon, baby, Afrifi. Good afternoon, Odini, baby, Afrifi.
Good afternoon, Sefah.
Okay, Yanko.
I'm a memo about so. Sefah, I'm a Chamoji Sabone, a Tiakutu, and Uti Regional Minister. Sefah.
Okay.
Mame Pana Menkatapa, Ubia Bekate, Nanano, Amamu Kankai. Now, Mr. Menkate, Amamu Fokankana from Mama Bebuji. Sefah, wouldn't say we are to the who's a vice president to be the president, active committee said, Masuma Soko Tabis, a real ticket. Wouldn't that be that? The mama has set a record. That's for them, just a moment.
Abraham
committee. The second for Lupreba. The mama Cotono. Now, somebody board, Twitter Lupreba, Kenya. What enemy at your Samrano? One or more cat or Mizaya. And yet, so far as Kuriana, yes, so I talk about Tobola. Yeah, Coco Tobola, I couldn't put ready.
And I'm Kunyani.
Okoto mo ambola tankai asibiado ka ambola ta I have a kumsi koto bai and this is why you have to call Dauda minister what is 200 so with 200 houses 5,000 not for 6,005 meanwhile na kwa ya so no be bia ni wo and this is what na na here abama nya sika bia o na na ko jebo sia de ko esa agreement dina na wa sa cha wo na na do jebo sia do and this is why you I know one person and that some of the Mahama Nilia, when you know what Mahabo, what is fake, Makuma 44, and you can't do a Japan, Kofa 70. And then this is for ya. And then this is for Koyana. Yeah, your friends say, I confirm, me, Sakana, your idea would get the idea. It's from the Yawa. You do our slip, or be a watch you down. You do Muslim, what was slip. As so public, no one began a secret of the do no hour. And NDC, and this is where also say, woman, you may know. So, Mamma began a drink of Jessica, so the commercial force of Bushra is factory. Someone in the government. And this is the Mokasa, the Tron also. What policy call about the other? That's NDC, your Mamma service, of a case, so a sober, Cafe, a pure 50%. So Mama so about the 40%. Cannot talk about this. When the policy be arrested, and I'm not supposed to pay you quite for the Baba Bay. I don't know there. You're not about to get my with them. And I'll be brother, and now make Kanye, and I'll be on the Tuesday, when the vice president here. No more, I'm talking about this. You know, I'm sorry to how them from Manusi.
But of okay, but that's so friend, which are region of Jumadi in 05515639. 16 number between my friend Robert Jumadi and so Ofra. No, I'm trying to tell. Most of a cake catch him say, Mamma Kunya no Cassan, to Mamma Kunya Manacasa. I to what also from Wakunya Mokasa. Good afternoon, didn't be a free. Yes, sir.
But I was even Kadi.
Meton Kayipa.
Melana Kati, and another pen of Marciabi.
Nana Pato means you.
If I had a chill on show him, sir.
Yes, it's your my and
you say, and no, yeah, and that's when you change government, and I'm what.
And a cray.
2016, I buy out Taku, just contemplate a beku for the buyer, you can ask me a home play baking. On my make us in this about corruption, Manamabua. The chief of Kimini Mano. Now you see good NDC for no on the Yanaroka. And I can't afford 12 man. And now we can see more car and confirm more car a free anchor. Unfortunately, every anchor to Ghana, say for the Ghana.
But you'll be Ogutia.
Now, what was this guy? I don't even with them a court, many years ago. And I'm also.
David.
But the Gida, and confirm I can say, Mahamud is go for being shot, and I'm
happy 98.9.
You can deal me, Akoma. I didn't see the ever go in the court. Me see a ban where you boss, a ban where you, Cassada and Decade. Honestly, it was even that done to body a member on the minimum. Because of what factor, so what's the kind of Mahamaya corrupter? Now, politician will be behind to quit. Another boy. From what jam by a court, near Jessica. Ah, now if I can for the country end the way I come for, but maybe I might want to be. The bottom of better than say, good for the buy or too much in this body wants to go my gun, I can for. The way didn't go more. You see, some always empty for a picture radio, TV now, and then cook to point at us. Mammy catch a minute of a kill, as I obviously did not cassa. Obia Chenagin. What I say? Say for me, I'm to a ticket over $1,000. Costa America, Madame Ghana. Are you telling them here to me? And matter of which me here to me won't you know. But at the chair, me and my far from me. This one is one person, a big $1,000 Ghana, 500 is now so only I can buy any Mama Ghana. So that Mr. Music and Overton and that's education of me over Sibia or what we could be. Down a meter 4,000 Ghana to go. And the local free education on the 7,000. Mahama was a school business dressing. Don't quite take a board that 3.5. Maybe what? And they see the free education about. It's a buy up global session by Bia and she don't just follow. I don't know what I'm saying. Ghana for me, the master issue for me say. Now, not a duck with Kwadwo. On no bad of a pen when you're one part. And then 2 minister.
And you don't think Gaza, and I said, Nana don't go for the buy so Baba Penho.
Maybe, Sefah.
Or Baba Penho, Nana.
Sefah, what's all due respect? Say, before we me back, ever can a mamma your crown for our videos on a boa.
Me challenge you.
But course, Ben, too much mamma your crown for. But MPP paying and about you or what getting a no TV show, no, the fancy me mamma your crown for. I have politics in America, and I'm a boy.
But I tell you, we need to ensure, say, yeah, politics no. Yeah, no. Any deal, ubu kakrawum. Wow. Is that the attending Cassatrini, I am Piatro Noir, na ya Manonwa. You share down who's probably a free waba. Don't you think, sir, a drew, sir, Emra, and as a drew, Mra was it me picture a young commonum, a free, I am Piatro Cassatrini attending.
I said, for workers, I'm watching all the Ghana. This is here because the main minute of focus circle. Also, Mahama Koto plane. Number two, Mama, I dance about Mama Koto plane was to do. Or can we just 2 minutes ago? I want to correct you. I say, how can I get propaganda never to your digital mind? Many other consider Mahama Koto plane. I want you to go. We feel the RCC, just 1 minute ago. Memoir. And who can ask me how catch a okay channel?
When is that? Or Frey, no?
Aye.
No, then, me fancy, and I'm in children.
Master Civil, Master Civil. Madam Master Civil, make us a Ghana for you now. Say, you won't be where a castle radio, so I ain't one at you. Nagana ye, Jintia. Suffer me them chrome and roll me gas down. I'm sure Mamu to pure water, plantain chips. Oh, I am Jane. Oh, what I say, me, I am Jane. Sometimes in my animal roll me gas down, but I'm house situation the way it's here. What I say, me won't be another new matter. Me and send for $1 million to Mudemuno. Me to me a giver, me check. Anything that was coming in the blue, but Muna Mafo so far, shoe sham boys now there. On when I say I can't afford to about. On when I team him for the beat. Only say here, John Mahama. I actually cramp on obviously airport construction, labor for more. Also, got a crab, a and a boy was so concrete to one of the bois. Mommy has been to the Libya. I buy it by then, I buy it. I won't be blue. Yeah, you must hear chapter 5. 15,000 pounds here to me above Amakoba. And I got a friend Shana. To it, you have to have Majo Mahama. No more to name a person.
Nana made us say, oh, Frey, and Ocherajin. They are the politics in every chat, but is he? I think Nana made a very, very important observation. Say, if you know, no one said that, and as I'm paying for them, they don't really get to understand the sort of a year at a tia Ghana for Pinoa, no one. Say we are in Siotoi. As we speak now in Siotoi. Your mommy for the they are still standing in the rain to sell, to make ends meet. Good afternoon. Udini baby Afrefi.
Good afternoon, Sefah. Mr. Kote.
Mr. Kote.
Pocha Bibia Boko. Pocha Uswe.
Mr. Kote, to the BIA no abutun kakra.
Yes,
because as someone na kan no, there was a day bia me nama and buy you a fair no was what this is 16 or 17. And on number we an oton katie oton boy we won. And I'm busa and say now young girl by this time they say go so school so when my Mrs. Kenny she has to sell on Tony man. ɛna em sɛ ɔno no onim yɔ enti wakɔ akɔtena ɛkwan ne nkyɛn baabi enti mitika no ma me se me penkata ani mu yan sɛ obi frɛ ne sɛ on sorry man enti we parking car na me ni di nkomo no ɔse for the past 2-3 weeks no ɛna ne ma me sɛ ɔnyɛ sɛ de bi on betimi nya sika kakra ɛde akɔ ɛyɛ ne school fees also onko public school also onko private school na school fees no adane asema mama because mama no is single man I was na how many times na betimi aton sa na ma we enya sika enya mu mfasoɔ de akɔ school fees na obewie kra se na yare
ba nyankopɔn na ɛhwɛ ne pɔ so sɛ to de bia dan kɔ for visa radio so a ɛda Mr. Quality of organizer ɛda na the trouble they are media organizing no a can they not come already and say Mr. Quality of organizer ma six mari na nyako secondary school we are free so university dey be dey anko because me organizing one na me be high dan the toss so nkra see me dan and then Oba go the side of the Quality of organizer. Catch a working. No coupon better. Also, don't catch it back. But you have some more. I said, no coupon the blessing you part. That is how a yes in it. So, be so practice. Would you do it? It's so sad that the taxes are the taxes are the gas system. Can I make the poor? I got so Ghana youth. Oh, you're lazy. Oh, you're lazy, sir. And do not better who can you to know who comprehend the lazy? So, I see, sir, that you know, or no president, I got 10% request, sir.
And guess what? Go. Or do you come?
A president, a loose talker like this, or a president, or Ghana, because almost I got a forfeit.
Dabi ene de na adwene no se Mr. Quality se oka se oye loose talker ono na adwene na waka Exebia o any alternative suggestion bia no a na on so dia ba
Wotie epa ho adaben wo happy 98.9
before say we loose talker ka o president go we show so by still loose talking share o ma yewo na the fact that after if I say musi muba abe taxi dipa yes I got for us tax tiawo for market second musi sema buka opposition she sema buka fa tax opposition me na go show no ba tax ko GB and next tax so be go Ghana so you talk of COVID-19 tax polar tax you levy kitawo Mr. Fat, come on, you papa, yes, no more say, no, but a bar, Bessia, Sika Guligam, Bank of Ghana, Shesca, you are 60 billion. It's a matter of 55 billion. Get that for 4 years, Ghana, who's that? You know, who's nobody, who's question that you should get that with Ghana. Yes, few people have stolen 60 billion. True, 60 billion.
Mr. Quality, that's on so afraid. Some of the messages are more about Ebinie. My main king can be Oscar Ano or say happy birthday, Sefah from Oscar Ano. Oscar, good afternoon going out to you. Game Boy G, just my problem with some Ghanaian journalists is that they just allow callers to say anything on air instead of educating them and give them the facts so they can make good decisions to vote for the right person. If the journalist in the Bekano, there are a lot of factors that people do consider. I can educate the person, but if the person is already having a formed opinion about something, no matter what you do, no matter what, we are dying. There are people who are telling us that a particular party, and as the party, echo mufruma. Standing for education, Ben Adamano. Oh no, why not do that? Hey, ayo, NDC, ayo, NPP, ayo, CPP, ayo, PNC. Oh yeah, then of course, no matter the richness of education at the moment, oh no, course, Opa command go. Now educating and say, look, policies we are way deep and here. Policies we are way deep and I'm here they be what to move for. Ah boy, on fiumpo or you go no the at all. What can we mate? E that do what? Ono ngwa na ekwa kujina eye boot num. Ono behu ba bi ordinance a ebitim. That is our problem. We have not come out of the partisanship yet to realize that we have a nation to build and that my allegiance to a particular political party, the nation comes first. And it will be the BB ba policy. Na minim say be boa timamufo no. Not even if the person and I said the initiative is not from my party, I should embrace it because ebeko abua obibia. But free SHS as you can say free SHS I can want say me I've always been calling for review. Any NPP for Mankwa Neko. Ghana for Maneko. Meboa. PNC for Makobi. CPP for Makobi. PPP for Makobi. MPP for Makobi. We should sit down and have a dialogue around the things that are good, irrespective of our political coloring. The things that are right for us, policies that are good for us, initiatives that are good for us. As of mine, not as a political party. And as looking at the issue from a political lens. Yeah, how about no? Partisan politics. Good afternoon,
Hello,
what here a Pahwanda Ben? We're happy 98.9.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Sifa.
Yes, sir. Honorable Cantonment in Patrick. Honorable Fatima.
President Mahama G. Adieno. No president. Ninkofunya kwa Antoine.
Ona nkrofo jina kwa auto ade.
Ni nkrofo nyeshumika, nkrofo nswane ma
nkrofo gusi shimika as we speak now. People were doing all of those stuff.
Mo. Etinyane man na obekasa kwa o tie friend na no. Ya me ni du ba bia ma tie no obekasa bia ni semoni Mr. Kosi. Oh, enima bi wo ho a. Politics ni ya mo mien tano kre. NDC and wo eye party o propaganda secretary no ma dia di na party. Me never behind this party to me oba me dia me pen wo ye ma me a me problem. So that because me MPP go NDC go me be petition wo. But ma me ye no na me. So that but say you wo ho ne e ba ne wo ka we no tell Mr. Coach ni sama always so be bia akufo do be di akunya kura nti you na for on top block back plan see baby ana ni me bo wo nya ni ya wo nya ya pa so that any one year she any one your me hu tire any time ni wo Ghana ni hu tire ana hu tire
what here a Pahwanda Ben? We're happy 98.9.
Yeah and this ni ya kufa do buy obedi feel say now so that Sifa. If you mean me to me what say oba ene Kufado the Kufado by on school there and see hospital na why you be me we are by now see hospital we school me mom some mouth because when you say mommy I was so yes so yes and mommy so that say but you go now what me be ama me who come and me pet and you buy me see hospital the best was we can make up me some na me straight up to get from a I can't automatically do a kind of I can't cut at the enemy. I can't grow any. A big accident in cook or four. Tanya Mahe, who call up a guy, Masia, who drop a guy, Joshua. She quit to cook one and you womb. It's your road and highway for I get 1 or 2 hours over here. And what's in the theater? You
Honorable, that's it. Sir, also friend, and I think sir, it goes back to the point, and I mean, make it say, I mean, Ghana first before any political party. Ghana in a decline, then the political parties will come. Well, this is now you who say near my and you will see 2 among we or see a coffee or see any say. A bit me a boy. The Bia is having an entrenched position. Who say ye cry? I say any party into a backatros. Good afternoon. Didn't be afraid.
Good afternoon, my good brother. This is Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Yes, sir.
Lincoln, you tell catch and patch on Pombo, dear. Me too.
Me. na member mo ba so na
Wotie Epohua Daben wo happy 98.9.
Domi kwa binya for say yenu ajana one atomic or co assemblyman omuntu aba ni honorable Mahmoud Osman ewo akwetima ono to call for assemblyman omuntu aba kese ma omo na yeah and people for well no more can say they are so intelligent than any human being on this earth. No ya musa mu wa chiche obi no ya musa mu kuana yakopon boy suku anyakopon bo ana suku abroni di ba ye na 54% mu kuana mu ko sa suku no Ghana ni bi anko suku che mu dan ben na mu si wo memo a and this is what it is be even in terms of education sabi and this is what the trap crop for no adze mu ko find out. And then move radio so and the president go father the free high school instead of some of you to take the opportunity and attend the school and you can read and understand. No, what to do, Papa? So yeah, the statistics to one more than you say and this was propaganda. Go and find the word propaganda. Because you fail to read and understand, no, what the propaganda. Say and this is your propaganda. Mumu dia no put that propaganda. Mumu dia no propaganda na mu ye na akufa do di ba power. Some of us, we are monitoring you people from the Danquah Movia tradition, Moya permutation, and next year after election,
we're happy 98.9.
After 2024 election, they are going to change their name again. This is the people we are dealing with. People who are very wicked when they are in government and in opposition. And then I want to talk to the Ghana military. If you think the defense minister, Honorable Nito, I listen to him. What I have to say is that, look, we sign treaty and conventions to these countries. ECOWAS has no power. And soldiers should go and fight. Soldiers should go and fight. The only person who plugged this country into chaos and poverty, Kwadwo. And so I'll catch up with a munko na munko no nesekano no fast in the bush for because the say time will go for peacekeeping money camps, and that is what Akufo-Addo is trying to push, so that when you go and they kill you and the money comes, he will share to his family before leaving power.
I'm going to ask it. So, friend, so how do your friend messages? Good afternoon. It is sad annunciating that a whopping $5 billion was lost in 2021 to corruption in poor countries like Ghana, as the leaders say. The whole system is neck deep in corruption, from the citizens to the public officers, but we pretend to be notoriously religious whilst killing whilst killing the nation. What breaks the camel's back is the position of security institutions competing over who takes the most bribes in public service. It means that the very people who must counter corrupt acts in society are the apostles of corruption themselves. Until we have a strong institution and men, until we have strong institutions and men of conviction in our national life, corruption will be competing with the air we breathe. Failing republic. Citizen Sikatogo. As always and as usual. Citizen, good afternoon going out to you. Other messages near. Enoch Tete Kwame Jijo say, the least said about this NPP government, a government who promised Ghanaians they will move the economy from taxation to production, are today doing taxation to taxation. This clearly shows the NPP used lies and propaganda to win power, and today the reality is dealing with them. NPP never again. My greetings to Owen Kwame from Pong, a.k.a. Darling Boy, parliamentary candidate for Lower West Akem constituency. Enoch Tete Kwame GH. Nedia Osuma Ede Ebaya. No other messages I want to abano Ebini Oscar. No, thanks, Macan Odiano. Game Boy G say my problem with some of the Ghanaian journalists is they just allow callers to say anything on air instead of educating them and giving them the facts so they can make good decisions to vote for the right person. And I think I've explained to you. Game Boy GH said, you see, people are discerning now. And to say Nkaneno Ananka, there was what we call information, we will say scarcity. A group of people almost control information so they could spin the information around. But information is a wash. Baby, and so you'll be when it for more, you'll be able to decipher between which information is wrong and which one is right. Now, unya, and also now bit me now the SG I say okay, near way near way ye and yenna yet your manum, inti and yama pianas and simpia cos of manum, utibi, uhunubi, untibi crow be cabi. And it's answer ye dear junior to your terminal, one dear junior to your terminal. And yet you can be on your fan a trasa. Usam busan sem found. Asemi akwe can you say no cre. But we say we can say. Emunu cre ni and the mere nyadwin say bia obi call me ba can say bia na ato obi atirem no obi afa. No. Ghanaians have become more discerning. Ghanaians have become more discerning. Omo tin sama say etine enkane no. Ghana for. Menka Debbie, I didn't say that. Debbie, Manka Bibiasa. Manka Bibiasa and Debbie. Uncle Nash, Manka Bibiasa and DC MPP. Debbie. Menka Bibiasa. I've never stated. I've never about. Okay, so look, what's the difference? The difference is the ideology, Meboa. Good, but you are political parties. Okay, now, how do you come into office? How do you come to power? How does the MPP come into office? Okay, how do you go about implementing a Nema person implemented to ensure the Ghanaians?
Wotie Epahwada Ben were happy 98.9.
Now, are you highly disappointed in the current administration? I won't lie to you. Not that person is highly disappointed. Abang we didn't hear more papa because in ka o bibi obetu me de nsa kire so a kire sa abang we ba mfie ayi about 6-7 years ni nia won aye soronko sing abang dada no nka will be very happy. That person obetu me aka say ebia NDC ni MPP no ya nyepe se na make what ya say nka bibi soronko para ban ya ye bibi anka ye betumi de nsa kire so see say na ban we bo a o hye ye ni na oba ye no so why den wadi so ama Ghana pempenso a ye du ne no che say ye refa yam to mapa afura that person no betumi de ne say sinebo aka say MPP is far better than NDC. Ye two NDC fear ban mu how many years in it? It's about 6-7 years in the year. What are some of the things then niama ben and the Yejina so the two abatia NDC? These are the simple questions we should be asking ourselves. What are the things? Then, Nyama Beng, we spoke about corruption.
Wotie Epahwada Ben were happy 98.9.
Corruption. But I did not quite say, a bang with Fisuna say, way back. Nyobano, na corruption, aquaku dimu, aquaco yakasiasing near ye two nifiso. And when you dear say, as a nation, the Yefe. Share Uko UK, Uko America, Uko Western world, there is corruption. Ketasi shende proye, ewo be bia was as is Amenoka say. But ne do no. So what I say, ne do no, because Western world and I say, what you are. watch the one punishment. What asotwe what the mawono. Won hwe wo na no won hwe wo ja. Say bia o papa ye Republican, and I say o ye Democrat, and I say o nana or they say buy and an nana council the debi won hwe sa de no. Emrani ye dwuma, emrani ne ubedi ne pepe. Ba yen fambra ye ha senso ne yen hwe. Nyama ben ne kan. Hwe aban da dey NDC aban emra mi ama ban wo so yi. Look at star judgment debt ni ade ya kan asem. Sefa ye ka judgment debt we asem wo you me buy me I am against that kind of corruption. So what you say? If it is genuine, fine. Ye ka judgment debt once and wo you me dia by 51 million Ghana cedis. If you say na Ghana for ye jesu na media so mo buamane and na me no ka say aben ye tue sika judgment debt and we are minimum about $310 million. $310 million. Ameno ka say aye ka abanda de tua in judgment debt. Nti yeri ko yanim anase yeri ba yechi. So they make what yes. Nti me obi obaka say NDC MPP ye peno na that person is highly disappointed in this current administration. And they to make say omo ye pe because in someone omo kafa abanda da no ho no they have seen worse. What I said, they are seeing worse. Just say wo hunu. Just say a sin. Because you spoke about corruption and now look at what is happening in this country. To the extent say you to me free young president, the mother serpent of corruption. You to me free yet to the news over here katashe in proemu oprimbre.
Yeah.
I think among the bed
Lord Kwadwo Sefah, please fact check by answering yes or no. By December 2020, was Ghana in doomsday? December 2020. Was Ghana in doomsday in December 2020? There was a minor load shedding. Yeah, doomsday. Yes. Has any NPP government suffered doomsday before? Yes. Obekaya, Mamen Kayo, Muamurefino. President Kufoma asofo that time Archbishop Duncan Williams no dinaso asofo ne kwa kosombo dam ho ekoko bomb fire water rise the water never rose. The water never rose.
You see,
it was because of the construct.
Alright, Jumso bia ye benyano.
What dear Epahwada Ben were happy 98.9.
Every year biano, Ghana minimum of 10 to 15% young electricity consumption by between 10 to 15%. And our leaders know very well, say, this is the situation. Rawlings waited until Doomso caught him up. So what you are saying? And all the power plant here, Abuadi Tema plant.
Abuadi.
And all the Abuadi Tema plant by. So me, I always say, Rawlings and the only person who diversify electricity in Ghana because we Akosumo Dam and Akmon Dam. The next one was Abuadi Tema plant. And 550 megawatts. That's next to Akusumo Dam.
Yeah.
It was even bigger than Pond Dam. Pond 160.
Yeah. But at that point, they need the now we were even very optimistic. Say we.
You see,
will give us another over 500 megawatts.
We should have gone to Bui.
Now, what happened? There be a 2 of 5.
Yes, we should have gone to Bui. We should have. You can say you're concentrating more on Tema. Send you make what I say because we is not even giving us 50%.
I feel crowd. I don't know. Asema meti and say
the capacity.
Almost say almost ba be
we is not even giving us up to 40%.
Almost ba be we. Oh, solar energy.
Solar.
Oh, the man can come message. Sorry, I meant to ask if by 2016. Yes, I think that 2016 December, dear Derby. Not Doomso. 2016 December, there was no Doomso. No. Has Mahama ever said anywhere that in confirmed flew to Burkina Faso? former President Mahama has not made any categorical statement on that particular matter. Uncle, you ain't home bar. And come on the academy, which is if I want to be now, so good so.
What year Pahwanda Ben? What happy 98.9.
Oh, dear, me come right. Yeah, come back.
Energy in the Rollins. Senior, it caught up with him, and then he brought Abwadi Thermal plant. And then for the 8 years of MPP, when President Kufuor took over, they did nothing. They didn't add anything. Finally, Obabefia Baimuno. Last minute, no fast also born 2007. And no kati sort for we. You shall Professor Mercy be and a Mercy. Yeah, Obetia so na Jomama baby. Into your commission crano, your free president Kufuor, a year me papa.
Yes,
your free president Kufuor man bar commissioning. Your commission, oh, I say, I'm a Budinka.
What year Pahwanda Ben? What happy 98.9.
Missing a terminatory, young commission, and your one. And you want to say terminatory and commission. Because you're abeding me, but Mahamanti. And a Mahama Sudin, the next person, Dumso caught up with him heavily. And then he admitted, he took responsibility. One blame you, Biaou. No, if you can refer me, say, President Mahamat, because of Kufonti, and not because of a Membu Binti, and a Dumso caught up with us, Debbie, I'm taking responsibility. I'll make sure say mess of Dumso. And lo and behold, Ghana funyi before 2016, ya babe fia be mu na ya den ya solve Dumso. Emma okay say minister be quite resign here. I was adding on.
Kwabena Donko.
Yes, I ordinary adwuma to ho.
About Kwabena Donko Eshebo.
Yes.
Oshebo say yemfa dwuma di ni ma no.
You.
Afi ba ko achi. Se wantimi ama Dumso ankwa. Yenyi Friday. So na ono abenyi hu Friday. So ono ankasa na yenyi Friday. So ono na tro krata ko say
we di ni boshes.
Madimi boshes mentumi anwie ni na.
Onye boni bia. Wambo Ghana kawo. Wan wiade o. Wambo kwenye corruption o. But we have people actually say we highly corrupt. Wonga bondi ma minister mo to be better committee dim ka je na dwan anya adwuma papa. Wonyina wa ben. Wonyina gusu wa ben mo. Ho minister be ka say I didn't think well. Magana boka wonyina gusu wa ben mu. Na we say what can say na we fi aben mu. Finance minister gusu wa ben mu ne. Wa chebo when do boshe so. E mo man fe MPP fu ankasa ye ku wo kuro we mu. Won hu ku no. We ye ku about 90 ministers. We ye press conference. Bodin we say minister anko, finance minister anko. Okoy. Wanko. And any brebre ni amani aye gusu aye. My entry home right, entry home back. Now,
98.9.
Zaka, the newest father in town is in the house. The newest father, there's a fresh bar. There wasn't a new yesterday. Come on. And never kind of crack. Entry home Rachel back on the academic. If I want to Benjamin, you know, as a good hotel.
1xBet jackpots na landio alande na watch bia na chedio yenya ni so betwa wo bet for sports game bia so na betumi dinkunim register with 1xbet.com.gh na use promo code jackpotghana na chawo bet 1xBet ye nkunim die ho safwa 1xBet who say nkunimdifo gambling ho atru ntitwa ne wa hwe ye nyama wa wundi mfie duwo Gaming Commissioner Jinka to we atum.
Darling.
Yes.
Ye bedidina meche angel cola. Me bread obi fa angel cola drink. Na ne yonku eyi angel orange. Ana angel mango. Ose me san pedi obi eyi. Aka me de.
Sese obi ape angel soft drinks ni nyina bi.
Ai daddy, me say me penny ni na bi.
Sister, wo de mama angel peach, angel strawberry, and na angel cocktail. Actually, no my body angel apple lime.
What ye? Sani afuma de. Me say angel cola, any angel orange pe na menya. Afei na nka. It's also from wifey. For us just no ebesi ha. Never angel drinks ni nyina agum. Obi ankata na ni no woni. De won sabe so mo no anom.
Ani, asamasa. En no ano no.
De bia sani enya no. Angel cola de asemba bo.
Angel Drinks ya. Amene mabusua no mu. Adonko Soft Drinks Beverages Limited. And why? Who to do afre one? 0244 83 22 86 and 050 78 78 668.
Angel Drinks.
Taste like our day.
FDA ajeje de nkrato ya tum.
And they call me UJ. When you need a shoulder to cry, run on my pumping, so we try to suicide. Yeah, let bygone be bygone. I didn't see what the bottom gonna do, we go straight to stardom. And I gonna take you to next level. Oh, my baby, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The energy next level. But baby, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Take you to next level. My baby, oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't code next level. Excessive drinking can be detrimental to health. Not recommended for persons under 18 years, lactating mothers, pregnant women, and people sensitive to caffeine. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
1xBet jackpots na landio alande na watch bia na chedio. Yenya ni so betwa wo bet for sports game bia so. Na obetumi dinkuni. Register with 1xbet.com.gh. Na use promo code jackpotsGhana. Na chawo bet. 1xBet ye nkunim die ho safwa. 1xBet who say nkunimdifo. Gambling ho atru nti twane wa hwe ye. Nyema wa wundi mfie duo. Gaming Commissioner Jinka to we atum.
Kojo, how do you say watermelon in tree?
Watermelon chalekia with the minimum.
Shit, una o share hono. I was the bluff could say neka. Watermelon in tree is alnamuna. In Ga, it's watre. And in Ever, it's jamatre.
Hey, Lali, Madam Local Champion. You do all. I think you can even enroll in the Baby Carrefour Spelling G competition though.
Really? I want to know more.
And Yekuya, the Baby Carrefour Spelling G competition is a national local language spelling competition in collaboration with the Language Center of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, seeking to highlight the beauty of our Ghanaian languages with participants representing 6 to 7 local languages. This competition, dear, Ebi Kokokra give you, Anna.
Anyway, I think I'm interested, but how do I register?
It be simple, Kra. Just WhatsApp 0560-700-700 or 0244-466-149 or visit babycarrefour.org to register, attend, participate, or even partner.
Hey, and I have to look sharp. Oh.
Charlie, this one they be old.
Hey, my friend. Also,
the Baby Carrefour Spelling G competition is in partnership with Language Center, UPSA, City Baker, Honest Workers, Happy FM, and YFM. Baby Carrefour Spelling G competition. Speak and spell Ghana.
Darling.
Yes.
Ye bedidina meche Angel Cola. Me bread obi fa Angel Cola drink. Na ne yonku eyi Angel Orange. Ana Angel Mango. Oseme sanpe di obi eyi. Aka me de.
Sese obi ape Angel soft drinks ni nyina bi.
Ai daddy, me say me penny ni na bi.
Sister, wo dear mama Angel Peach, Angel Strawberry, and na Angel Cocktail. Actually, no my body Angel Apple Lime.
What ye? Esanya fuma de. Me say Angel Cola, any Angel Orange pe na menya. Afei na nka. It's also from wifey. For us just no ebesi ha. Nefa Angel drinks ni nyina agum. Obi akata na ni no woni. De won sabe so mo no anom.
Ani, asamasa. En no ano no.
De bia sa na enya no. Angel Cola de asamba bo. Angel drinks ya. Adonko Soft Drinks Beverages Limited. And why? Who to do afre one? 0244 83 22 86 and 050 78 78 668.
Angel Drinks.
Taste like our day.
FDA ajeje de nkrato ya tum.
Kakwa adishe.
Ogwamba.
Woye ready.
Nemidiama.
Wojina kuno.
What's the yarrow?
Mi diamo.
We're Ghana nani?
It's a guy with Africa.
Midiama versus Romo Stars of Nigeria.
The Total Energy Scarf Champions League is on.
Happening on Sunday,
20th September.
People Stadium, 3 p.m. sharp.
Everywhere we go.
Menja wo. Media Maroko Africa. What the Temo Cape Stadium. Media when you remove stars of Nigeria. What is see you go see the yara. 3 o'clock sharp. What Cape Stadium. Hey, hobo huru papa. Media players need determined there. What so Ghana and you. What can you support to? Nariad. Yes, a jama. And I did this more prestige for. Yes, I want to talk with you more tardy as I can tell what Cape Santa. Consider Ankobia. And you've been carried at you. Send over your history. You don't want first match. Get fee. VIP 50 Ghana city. Yes, Ikafu. Or your CD 20. Consider what Cape Costa. Mediama versus Remo Stars of free Nigeria. Ha, Obo Wurama. There will be Mediama new players who want to show. Mediama. What to ja? Wotie Epahwada Ben were happy 98.9. Wotie Epahwada Ben were happy 98.9. Wotie Epahwada Ben were happy 98.9.
Look, and when the neck came, there was no need to go and bring in power plants and those things. Because already,
you are alive.
Already, are we?
Yes.
Okay, so what's the point?
You're talking about the energy, the contributions of the NPP and the NDC. The argument is that NDC are getting MPP.
No,
that's the argument.
Between who and who?
Me and you.
Oh, that's the argument, and that's why you are arguing on the case that the NPP. The MPP government,
says,
as we speak, we are not comparing just a year previous government. So Yemfane said
we are not comparing what?
Yemfane said the erstwhile government to Chemo and the current government, their contribution towards.
No, we are talking about MPP and DC.
But we are limiting the time span.
You cannot limit anything.
And why can't we limit the time span?
No. Because very good. He said from 92.
From 92, yeah. All right.
Or the
Go ahead.
Or the you see, anybody, any human being on earth, that would say that the NDC has done well when it comes to energy sector.
Wotie Epahwada Ben were happy 98.9.
Clear cuts. Number one, you know, you Krumah in 1987 during the period of Rawlings. At that time, you know.
What do you say?
Because we did not have the installed capacity that would have taken us out of the Dumso. At that time, there was over-reliance on Akosombo. Now Akosombo damp no say a co offer. I say damp no in so ni to cut down. Now yen now go Dumso. When Kufuor came in 2007, at 10 years later, no say Dumso esa babio. At that time, Rolling Stone or the Tico one name, some other plants a buyer, 1 or 2 be a buyer, a boy kakra. But when Kufuor came, Kufuor decided to say, we are going to do something dramatic. That will see to it say, at least Dumsono within within a short period, no, we will go out of it, and a long period, no, we will completely win ourselves from Dumso. What did Kufuor do? And now the Bui power plants. Bui power plants. Say it has been on the drawing book for years during Kwame Nkrumah time. All successive governments are by. He decided to bring it to fruition. And then 400 megawatts, that is the full capacity.
404.
If it is supposed to work fully.
Yeah.
404 megawatts of electricity. Apart from that, Kufuor and Tenassi, even Akosombo no cry, am I close to 1,000. Kufuor koye fusion. And no, you're quiet. It's like add more capacity to the your friend said the megawatts and he did so. Apart from that, or the reserve or the strategic reserve plants. That strategic reserve plant, thermal plants are 125 megawatts of electricity. And no NDC once again no Casano. Sierra Leone. At the peak of Dumso, the people of Sierra Leone needed it badly, and then the government of Ghana in 2015, 2014 had as a strategic reserve plant. If the strategic reserve had remained in Ghana, it would have lessened the burden of Dumso. So what you see. And apart from that, we have the Osun plants. The Osun plants. And apart from the Osun plant, we brought the mines reserve plants. The mine reserve plant gave us 10 megawatts of
98.9
for the buyer. And the Tico 3 Sadi buyer. On it Osha Nyama MPP government a year during the time of Diego for and I am not saying it's because it's energy way, and yet static. At least because there is always growth, about 2.5 growth annually. And when you wait and you don't do anything up to a certain point, and in this case 10 years, the nation is likely to be plunged into Dumso and it's and the period of Professor Mills, not Dumso, because J. Kufuor had done so well. And they should have also done something so that time John Mahamadi Dumso, that time if they had done something during the period of Professor Mills, I don't think say Kayebeko Dumsomu. But Omu and say okay, you pick demand there, from the installed capacity in this annual. But the growth overwhelmed us in 2012, 13. I jumped the man will take over any experience Dumso. What is worse is that under John Dramani Mahama, the inactivity was so high. No yet about Dumso. And no one Kasakasa. West Africa gas pipeline. The gas pipeline, there was a force majeure somewhere. Nyama bebre kasa and bois obia. So what you see. And this was what John your friend is saying. Mr. John Mahama did. He absolutely did nothing. And at the embers of the regime, and also arrange car power. Any America.
So yes. I like the the antecedents that you've given up until the end of 2016. But you also mentioned before Ansana 2012 now the growth in terms of our energy consumption
about 3.5
by 2.5 annually.
Yes.
Okay. So that growth accumulated up until 2012. So
2013, 20 years.
Exactly. So that was the time Ura Mahama na owo abamu.
Because only Professor Mills, were supposed to have added something.
Okay.
To your but you see, apart when we talk about energy, it's not only about installing capacity. That's not the only thing.
Happy 98.9.
Very remarkable. Remember, you see the Suno Asogole. That gives us about 200 megawatts of electricity. Even though a private way, it was Kufuor instrumentality through Kufuor and Adebayo. Kufuor had to literally hold the hands of Togbe Afede and Omoko China and Omoko sign that MOU. That culminated in the deal. So what you see. And apart from that, remember, say Grico and VRE. Now one. There was no difference between bulk distribution and VRE transmission. The VRE was the same. Kufuor had to divide it and focus each one with its core mandate. Apart from that, you see, the independent power producers concept. Now, it was Kufuor time. And this is our concept. Say, government can have or no install capacity in but But we have to create a situation where independent players so ebetimi abwa in the electricity generation, so that government can pay them. Either two, it wasn't there. It took Kufuana this way in the buy, and it soon as Suguleni or Moamukakahono came on stream, and they started the funding of the Navrungo Solar Way. And no yandu be bia and Professor Mills more a buy, then we handed it over to them. It's a net okay in this for almost your muna more de buy. Meanwhile, the thing started during the period of Jacob. But I'm saying, in all these things, who share the contribution I may outline a brave. But what did John Mama do? And one say, we will sit down aloof on the problem, let the problem escalate to a point where almost invariably everybody had to lose Nejuma. People were dying, hospitals were using touchlights, everything bizarre. Then he had to bring car power and Amiri. The car power and Amiri, so, and you say, it was an arrangement to come and do BOT, build, operate, and transfer. And then the people came 5 years. And a mobile year. And this is the time, and it was paid during the period of Nana Danquah. The car power and Amiri, the money's chunk of it was paid during the period of the MPP. It's when the NDC, I can say, Omoye, they are crying Omoye or the energy sector. Absolutely nothing. Obibabi says, what have you? Because now that the mundane questions are they be our say when Nana Danquah what did he add? It is not about addition because at the time I hear Bano, not because of the independent power producer concept, not Jacob for the buyer. The NDC were signing take-or-pay agreement all over the place. Say Obiaba, say make my generate electricity, mama. Say and sign. They were signing reckless and unreasonable take-or-pay agreement all over the place. Some of them just to inure to Omua benefits. To the extent, say, we were incurring losses of about $500 million annually. It the bagana sidia, masa enya adiketwa. And then you expect, say, in the face of all these things, the government of the day should also start installing capacity again, when the excess capacity itself we cannot even pay. The excess capacity it's not as if say government and building the excess. Because the people were saying the mama then we even have excess. It is not government excess. It is excesses are yes signed with independent power producers. A boy whether you use it just like I say.
What dear Epahwada Ben were happy 98.9.
Na car now current no petroleum. O the buffy no petroleum. Instead of you to go and buy petrol, you put the car down and go and rent another car. So you are renting cars and putting them down. That's what your mama did. Take or pay arrangement. Oh, you are and the cars are all renting also. You are paying them whether you use the car
it or
not. You are paying the owner. It is your mama and the NDC rented a lot of these power IPPs, put them down there. They are not using, and then we are paying. That's exactly what happened. Meanwhile, the problem was finance. Not because they had dissipated the finances of this country. IMF. Obibeka said we are also in IMF. But you see, the difference, there's a clear difference between the NDC and IMF.
What year Epahwada Ben were happy 98.9.
What happened in the last 2-3 years with the COVID? Everywhere in the world, everywhere in the world, economies have there has been devastation of almost every economy. The whole world is reeling under the devastating effect of the COVID-19. And no, Emma, the IMF Anka say half of the world is knocking on their doors for support. All our neighbors have gone to IMF for support, including Cote d'Ivoire, Togo, so Ghana is also there. Even Cote d'Ivoire, IMF is more than even that of Ghana. All these things happen. And that is the reason why we are saying, when it comes to the energy sector, not yet. Masa, the MPP, the cash waterfall, where there's a pool. All the money within the energy sector, no, and then
put it there.
Then they will share it among the players. Hitherto, it wasn't there. This government have ensured.
What year Epahwanda Ben were happy 98.9.
The lies remain. Because it is not about say increase capacity. When you are even increasing the installed capacity, you have to do it prudently. What your resources can afford, not what your resources cannot afford.
Round it up, man. Pick a little thought from here.
It will be completely out of place.
So your argument is that if you're to compare the contributions of the NPP and the NDC,
the NPP by far
to the energy sector. The NPP by far has outperformed.
It is not something I will bet me I compare.
Okay.
And you see, and the if you look at NPP government, the most important thing is how is the light on or the light off?
Mm-hmm.
A light where I on, no, I'm telling you, if we were under the NDC, it would have been off. The reason is a prudent management tool. Prudent management. Okay, say when NPP came in 2017, when we were getting some intermittent power outages, NDC were all over the place. Some say doom, some say move, I'm best of it. They said all these things, and to the extent say, or more, I say John Dramani Mahama. By the time I'm handing over, no, not doom, it's a lie. In 2016, State of the Nation's address, John Dramani Mahama Kaye say we are not out of the wood. Okay, the State of the Nation's address, and you hear them say Baomiesi, Muna say if you even solve it, cry, you even brought it. Bawumia did not say those things. Bawumia was actually, because of Nema Mo Kaniti, and I was saying, let's even imagine, cry, say, who brought it in the first place? That was a question that he asked. He did not say that the NDC solved Dumso.
Do you say the NDC brought about the Dumso in the first place?
Because they brought about it. They brought about it because they sat aloof without adding to the energy needs, and secondly, they dissipated the funds of this country.
Could your party not also have been proactive after it was identified? Say, your use of energy grew by 2.5% on an annual basis.
No, but you see, very good. But you see, like I was telling you, it is not wholly about the capacity. It has more to do with, say, your finances. Because that time, now you say in this for when it comes to the economy, the economy was not doing well, and therefore. Because now in the energy mix, the thermal plants play a very big role. And therefore, if you don't have money to buy the fuel, to power the plant, even though the plants will be there, they cannot work. And that is exactly what was happening. West Africa Gas Pipeline was supposed to give us about 120 million cubic feet. But most of the time, even for to cry, because the West Africa Gas Pipeline, because we were indebted. And do you know what? Do you know even the pipeline? Do you know that even the pipeline was brought in the equity? We have 15% equity share in the West Africa Gas Pipeline, and it was paid for by J. Kufuor, $45 million. You see, Kufuor did a lot in this energy sector. The NDC came and did nothing.
Okay. Saga, the conversation is very sweet. When the band is here and the air I like it when we are speaking with the facts.
Oh, yeah, when the facts are there. Say propaganda and count here.
Sefah, I have here a book. Their budget statement for 2018, which was presented to Parliament on the 15th of November 2017. Now, one ministers, now Kwadwo appointing the ministers in 2017. September, so about 2017, January, any edit 2 minimum. Your own budget statement, you know, as some work with me. If I say me be a Ghanaian.
Page number.
Or page 94, paragraph 492.
Okay.
We see, Mr. Speaker, 445 megawatts of power capacity was added to the country's installed generational capacity to bring the installed capacity from 4,132 megawatts to 4,577 megawatts of power. This installed capacity, MPP knows nothing about this. MPP are buying. This is your own confession. This is the power you came to meet.
What did we confess?
Meba, you said this is what you have come to meet.
Yeah, played a very big role in
But if that is what they came to meet, it will be a culmination of efforts of the previous government. So Yamfana says since 1992, near Jerry John Rawlings late or
So he didn't even talk about that one.
He mentioned it. Near JJ Rawlings near President Kufuor near Mills and Mahama up until 2016 and Sana NPP Babam. So that is a combination of near Omayena plus what was added in 2016.
You see, when Rawlings came to office, now the installed capacity it was around 912. It was
that's Akosobo.
Yeah, that is Akosobo. That was the only power that we had. And just say only that was Akosobo. That only Kania na yewo from Kwame Nkrumah Breso. That is only the one that na yewo. Inti Emra President Rawlings Babi Fiabem around 2007, 1997. And then Rawlings, Dumso caught up with Rawlings. You see, I have always said, Abaya Odrin Shekan, our Ghana who dono, NDC Abaya. When Dumso caught up with Rawlings, did you see him take pastors to go and pray on the dam?
He doesn't believe in God.
Did you see him asking fetish priests to come and perform rituals? Wisdom, nyansa, he brought in the second biggest power in this country. So I always say, it is only NDC, diversify electricity, Ghana. Then you come and sit here by bringing the thermal plant from the when we were having the hydro. He was the only person who brought the 550 megawatts of Abuadi thermal plant. Sorry, he brought Abuadi thermal plant.
The first or the only?
Abuadi thermal plant, 550.
So your argument is that when it comes to diversification of our energy supply and as a power supplier,
it is NDC.
It is the National Democratic Congress. Almost started.
Yes.
Do you know where the atomic energy?
Yes,
started?
please, don't confuse me.
Atomic energy.
Send make what I say. NDC. NMA you can you see bia. Apart from hydro, no, you use thermal. And you Chama Rawlings, 550 megawatts. We are President Kufuor came over to the Sochi. MPP about buy no. Now Abuadi thermal plant, Abuadi thermal plant in about 2007, 1997, 1998. Into Emra, MPP are buying buy no. They came to sleep. They were enjoying light, free of charge, and they never thought of adding a single megawatt. Oman for one say
between what time frame and okay because the NPP came into office in 2001 January
2001 and 2007 sa power projects here obobo so nyina no NDC abreso it was after 2007 and almost started some put those measures in place so it was President Mills Mahama and the baby all those particular all those plants Sunu asogli ni na se for phase 1 and phase 2. You started the phase 1. Who completed the phase 2? Go and find out. I said, go. You see.
Mine reserve
plant.
Mine reserve plant.
Inti.
Strategic reserve plant.
Two. Abuaji thermal plant. Wanye hushi. Forgetting that every year, our power consumption increases. So when Dumso caught up with President Kufuor,
that was in 2007.
In 2007, no?
I was in level 2-300.
It lasted for only 7 months.
Oh, please, don't confuse me. If it is one day, don't confuse me.
And 4
years.
There was an American student via normal exchange program. And he in a Commonwealth and new horse. And I light in the coal. I don't say I can't TMC. What? Light out? I've never seen anything like this before.
And they had your movie.
movie.
So, Inti Emra Dumso Ba 2007. Then President Kufuor realized, say, we did Ghana for the past 6-7 years. He did nothing to it. The other 2 years now, Gino enjoys. And then he took pastors, which the who be that. Sefa said Dumso Ba.
Say you only believe no.
But believe in it anyway. This administration
he
did the
things
same
before that.
Administration way MPP are buying on Mutisuna. Yes, had that reckless behavior.
Na we damp no pastors na pray.
Oba fa sofo anko Galamsey site.
There were some who went on their own.
We say asofo anko Galamsey site so mo ko pai.
Asofo no went on their own.
Na asofo na ko ye no. Eye omo anka so omo asofo omo organize omo.
But how do you say omo anka so omo asofo no?
Omo ni omo tu Galamsey no.
We damp aseri kete ko top.
Emra omo ko kate sword for Buidam no. Now they were about to leave office. So Buidam from scratch to where it is, His Excellency John Evans Atamils. He started it from scratch. You only cut sword. Sword. Asa, you didn't add anything for 8 years when you left office. Please, don't come and sit here and...
But was the funding secured?
What? Secured and committed.
By who?
By which government? Administration. Governance is about continuity. It was everything.
Yes, started crying for even the board.
So,
we formed the board and everything, they were working.
And you're buying, you be see down. And then now, in fact, expert told them, say, Ghana, we don't need such a dam. Because Akosombo Dam is even struggling to get to its full capacity. Now, a no crano. It's only when you walk also more than be crying extended call. Send a make what I say. It is a Buidam Nadani furniture. What we are expecting to get, we are not getting it.
Adani day.
Furniture. I'm telling you.
What do you have?
It is not moving. Instead of 400, it is giving us what? About 100 and something. So Mahama, Dumso no betu Mahama. John Mahama never created Dumso. What I say, he never created Dumso.
So what argument in
this? Yes, no.
What argument in
if
this?
MPP were to do better in energy, like Dumso would have caught up, Ghanaians would have suffered Dumso in 2012, 2013.
So what argument in this? Upon all the former president Ajekun Kufuor in Ninano, it could not deal with our demand for energy.
Good. This one should tell you, say, they brought this, they brought that. No? If you did that, why did Dumso caught up with that in the 2012,
that's what
2013?
It was a financial issue.
When Rawlings brought Abuaji thermal plant, how long did it take President Kufuor to realize that energy problem has caught up with him? How long? From 1997.
It was a financial issue.
Financial, don't confuse me. 1997. From 1997. Look, from 1997. From 1997. President Kufuor realized energy crisis has caught up with him in 2007. So all the things that you sit here, you are saying, you brought this, you did that. If I tell you, say, Ghanaians will believe me, because if you did all the things you are saying now, 2012, 2013, not Dumso actually. So do you know
it was a
visionary president, a president who thinks about his people, or man paying His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or Badaye, I have taken responsibility. And That is the difference between you people
out,
and then His Excellency Akufo-Addo and John Mahama. The difference between Akufo-Addo and John Mahama is that Mahama says, I've taken responsibility. And God bless His Excellency John Mahama, the former president, because I never heard him blame anybody for doing so. I never heard him.
You never heard him
do you know, Sefah?
Blame
do you know
IMF?
Users. Do you know, say IMF?
You never heard him blame mobile phone users.
Unim say IMF na ye call NDC, IMF na ye call eno. Unim say Dumso can be. Enti na ye call IMF. Dumso was one of the major, one of the things enti ye call IMF e call Jessica. Find out. The enti ye call IMF no, and the enti ye call IMF one na ye cocoa prices and a World Bank gold prices ni na den. I drop it. And then my we brought in ESLA. Sa energy sector levy. Send you just for 5 years. I ended 2017. A buy way by such a wicked government. They've extended it for about 50 years.
Oh, so you were wicked. That's the reason why you brought it.
Because of the crisis we were facing. And Master cocoa prices drop here. Ghana for say gold prices a drop here. President notice on the way.
So put some factors at the world market.
Yes. And COVID, we see COVID here, a pandemic, and the fine goes. It's a gold price drop here. Affecting everybody.
No, but you went
to
IMF with your homegrown policy.
That's why we went
not on gold price and those things that you are mentioning.
Mama took responsibility and said, "Look, I will solve the problem. I will make sure that Ghana we have a stable light." Fair. All the rating agencies need to be kind. Even World Bank say, and she say, "Yeah." Muhammad on our energy sector no. For the next up to 2018, 2019, Ghana be funding to my pay fra. And even our vice president, Mahama said it. That or say Mahama created the doom so he deserves no commendation for it. Wow, vice president the kind. So they know say Mahama have solved the doom so. And I tell you say anamo Mahama 2 year one man ne can ye jina so me no bia ne can ye jina so bia enjoy no. MPP abanga nya ho hwe nhyehyɛ ɔtea a ɔbobɔ so nyina no ɛyɛ nice
ho adaben wo happy 98.9
kasi obi a yɛbɛyɛ sɛ a wɔde to krata so a wogya hɔ
agana
hyehyɛ papa ni nyina no ɛyɛ NDC aban ɛna de bai
agana mama no wase we'll come back to the substantive matter of ECOWAS and some were cause of security couples and say they are ready wa onim de o ma imagine say omo Adonko Soft Drinks Beverages Limited, 7 countries say, Bomodian Bra, Nabepe, Orange, Adonko Orange, Angel Mango, Angel Orange, Angel. Oh!
60.8 billionaire Iranana.
Now, I heard you for Mumbai.
I said, now,
oh, dear, my turn, we are not what we say. Angel Orange, Angel Mango, Angel Peach, Angel Apple Lime, and Angel Cola. Ewe German so a free Adonko Soft Drinks Beverages Limited. But more than na PB to number ni 0244832286 and that's 0507878668. Adonko Next Level Premium Energy Drink and make for the amount. But more than baby no so what to buy I want to buy some poasia buy and I say why is it bunto e dia kaja Mr. But more than pay ibi na to. Na unknown number in the 0204898698 and 0592610998. Saka, my member na yen shasi and free a year ECOWAS security couples on Babishia ewo on my Ghana mu and I believe say whatever resolutions are on regional the host president Mampanyi and Danquah Akufo-Addo on Obeshimu and further forwarded to a year ECOWAS chair na so Ombejatuma Omu Ajiatumu. What do you make of the attempt of ECOWAS as we speak now? Diplomatic means no non-conventional use on so they will resort to a military intervention.
They have come out with a communique.
Ono Basomuka said that was on the 10th of August.
Have we heard the resolution?
On the 10th of August, when they met the emergency meeting, they said the standby force was being activated immediately. So
yeah, well, I mean, let me be brutally frank in this whole matter. I am not a person who wants to dilly-dally the issues. For instance, when it comes to democracy, there is no ifs and buts. It is the system of rule that we have chosen for ourselves. And elections is an embodiment of democracy. Democracy is a very expensive venture. And therefore, say, uko ako to aba ayi or president, you jealously guard that president. And yenina san him say, when it comes to internal cohesion, and not the development the Bible. Debiayeka say, if you don't have peace, there is no way we might develop it as a nation.
Yeah.
And therefore, the West African sub-region, especially the Sahel region, is becoming notorious for coup d'etats, owing to the fact that anytime we treat the coup makers with kid gloves. And then they say, oh, let diplomatic arrangements, now ABCD and all that. And in the end, then it fuels some other jurisdictions to also misbehave. And the misbehavior continues, unabated. That's the reason why we are where we are today. If you chose democracy as the best system of governance, stick to it. Ghana, for instance, choosing democracy. I'm sure, every regime, if people wanted to have coup, they will always have justification to topple civilian regime. Like we just finished with the Dumso, John Dramani Mahama Deba. It was something that can obibe tima tu abaino and justify it with Dumso. Currently, as we are speaking, there are so many things accused here, especially the NDC, and people can always justify reason for omuku d'etats. And therefore, those reasons are always subjective. And every coup, it always seems to look like it's popular. Do you know the reason? Because the people will pretend as if they like it, even when they don't like it. Because everybody is subjected to
What year a Pahwada Ben were happy 98.9.
You are subjected to, you are cow into submission. Let me put it that way.
The open pill. Whether you like it or not.
If today say coup or Sefah, you will tend to be a hypocrite today. If there is a coup in Ghana today, you now have the balls to sit on air and criticize the coup makers. At best, what you can do is to praise them. That is the hypocrisy I'm talking about. People will go and then march and hail and celebrate. But that does not mean that the coup is popular. And it does not also mean, it is the popular will of the people. When Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown in 24 February 1966, the whole Ghana, it was agog with celebration. The market women, chiefs, and people, almost invariably, all the groupings that matter were celebrating because Kwame Nkrumah has been overthrown. And that same trend followed the subsequent coups. It is those who say, Nigerians know coup no, they don't know what coup d'etats can do to the people. The silent majority are there. The few loud minority are the people who are celebrating and to create the impression that things are good. But let me make this point. I have always said, if you want peace, you have to prepare for war. It was said by Kofi Kakari. If you want peace, you have to prepare for war. Because it is war that will bring about lasting peace. Diplomacy or those things can only bring about what we call the shotgun marriage. And when I say, I got fat gun, say, marry me, worry me. The person will just, okay, because of the fear of the gun, he will say, okay, me waro. But in the evening, when the gun is down, the person will divorce you. But you see, when you have lasting peace, it follows diplomacy. First of all, ECOWAS and Kase, diplomacy. But the option of military intervention should not be overlooked. They should not take that one as an option. Because one follows the other.
One,
happy 98. We are going to activate the first option of diplomacy. If diplomacy fails, then military intervention will kick in. That is how it's supposed to be. And how do you kick in military intervention if you don't prepare for it? Because in the first place, in Crawford way, omu kick out Bazoum. That is the ousted president. They don't have that legitimacy. They are illegal body of people who have usurped the powers of the state. How do you deal with them? Obianim say ECOWAS or more protocols. Actually, say when you happy 98.9 another country, there has to be a restoration of that constitution within a shortest possible time.
But has the constitution
through military
the constitution in Niger been overthrown?
Yeah, it has overthrown.
Are you sure?
Yeah, the constitution has been overthrown and thrown away into the sea. Because one, the president is an executive president. Mm-hmm. The work of the president has been curtailed. The president has been removed. The constitution has been suspended. Democracy has been thrown to the dogs. So now the illegitimate government is the one in control and doing whatever that they like. And also, we should guard them on by allowing or treating them with kid gloves. Because look, whoever says the military option should not come is only thinking about maybe the fallout, the peripheral fallout of the war. Mm-hmm. Because himself, when there is war, there are
happy 98.9.
People lives will be lost and all those things. But you see, that is how governance is all about. You won't say because people will lose their lives in tea. We should continue to hold on to the bad things that people are doing. We should continue to hold destabilization of the sub-region. Any military adventurer who found himself in any way and who think that he has a might to topple the government can come. Let's make coup d'etat a high-risk venture so that people will fear that if I attempt immediately after overthrowing the government, you yourself will be overthrown. That's the reason why if we go to the US and other places, nobody will even attempt to remove a president. Because even if you succeed, you can never succeed.
Even
if you succeed in overthrowing the government, you can't succeed to govern. That's how it's supposed to be. It is ECOWAS for Adi Omo Adri Abba Bako. And they met in Ghana here, the couples, to decide the military option in Sanumana. I think that we should all embrace that. So that tomorrow it could be Ghana.
After we not exhausting the diplomatic cards, no, you feel say
no
all the states within the region, not the ones that have been barred from being members of the ECOWAS, in Krona Kaninyan should accept the military option. In your argument, you also mentioned say people who are calling for a halt in an attempt to use military, are thinking about the
peripheral fallouts.
Exactly, repercussions, the excesses and the repercussions of the war.
Yes.
Should that not even be a case in point the military couples should look at? Because already the sub-region is security-wise volatile. We've had jihadis in Mali, jihadis down south Algeria, we have jihadis in Burkina Faso, we have Boko Haram in Nigeria, Guinea. We have ISIS around those areas. So should that not be a key factor in those areas so that we rather adopt a more diplomatic approach to dealing with the matter?
You don't, because all these things, bodies that you are talking about, even including Wagner. Wagner is also there, hovering around Guinea and then
happy 98.9.
The Russian mercenaries and all that. We know. But the point is that, you see, this group of people that you are mentioning, terrorists, cannot define who we are. Because we chose democracy. And to say, oh, because they are hovering around, no, or let's allow...
Or they are likely to take advantage of the situation.
No, but you see, we should take advantage of even the situation and add them and decimate them. Are you getting what I'm saying? We should take advantage of it because they are the people foiling and guarding these people on. They are foiling this whole thing. And you won't even catch them and say, because of Boko Haram, we should allow the rot to continue, where any Tom, Dick, and Harry can just wake up and then overthrow a government and then now call for people to come and then sit down with him. And like I was saying, I'm not just calling for military intervention.
Okay.
I am saying the military intervention should be an option. And in this case, should be the last option. And the couples are meeting with Accra. They are not saying, say, they are just meeting and going straight away. They are saying, say, when the diplomacy fails, then we can activate that option.
Okay.
And I think that should be the way to go. And for me, I would have even thought that by now, this group of adventurers would have been removed and torn into pieces for who they are.
Saka, Mate, brilliant submission over there. People may agree with you, but a lot more people are not agreeing with you on our social media platform. No? People are asking why you seem to be in support of the military action.
Oh, yes.
Uncle Nash,
So far, just a minute of my time about the energy thing. I just want to do some corrections. As at the end of 2015, now NDC, we have added 1,025 megawatts to our national grid. The 110 megawatts steam component of TT2 power plant at Abuade is NDC. 250 megawatts power plant is NDC.
Ameri was paid for by NPP government.
225 megawatts car power badge NDC.
Oh, okay.
220 megawatts boom thermal power plant NDC.
It's a lie.
180 megawatts first part of Sonu Asogli phase 2 is NDC.
The Sonu Asogli, you shouldn't even take the part 2. The MPP brought the part 1 and started the part 2.
38 megawatts
and this is even a private one.
The
TT plant was bought by the
power
MPP
plant
government.
at Navrungo. Additional works.
They are going to take the Navrungo one too.
110 megawatts TEI plant. 186 megawatts T4 power plant at Abuadi.
Can you imagine?
Do you know something about it? You know nothing about it.
Can you imagine?
T4, I've set the record straight.
How is that the record?
The capacity you added is how much?
1,025 megawatts.
1,025 megawatts. As at the end of 2015.
Yes.
NPP. Do you know?
He can't tell.
The number of megawatts and the amount of
megawatts. So you want us
megawatts.
to go back to the
No. I'm just asking because
don't know. He can't tell.
a texter also inquired, said, can Saka tell us the megawatts are?
They have.
or
I
they
have made my
You mean the
declaration.
Nanado government or the MPP?
I have made mine clear.
the NPP government.
Yes,
So-
I have. Muhammad's
And
administration.
also, I think that this conversation we have to reserve.
No,
this
because
conversation for another time.
I can mention them so that you will be added.
You can't add mention.
So
anything.
if I start mentioning, then you should.
I have
added.
said.
So I
Muhammad's
said the reserve,
administration-
the strategic
Muhammad's
reserve
administration
a composite
have
125.
We should have a composite figure.
1,025 megawatts.
How many
power.
megawatts you
Mine is
He
80.
can't say. He can't say.
You see,
He can't
the,
say.
the,
Okay.
the pong
He can't
that
say.
he is talking about
He can't
was
say.
actually brought by
Yeah,
the
Let him
Okay,
have
let me go
the
ahead.
last bite of the cherry.
Say
on
what you
the
say.
security matters.
And the last point is that you see, the energy sector is not only about additions. Like I
No,
told
you've
you,
mentioned it.
Yeah,
But
like
what
I
you
told you, all the things that are done. No, it's more. It has more to do with finances.
Pacho, Mamitio, Uncle Nash.
Sefah, you see, this our ECOWAS assembly, you know, I find it very, very unfortunate. You see, ECOWAS. Who is ECOWAS? One of the things ECOWAS, you know, they said they will sit down, watch head of states misbehave, put laws into their own hands. And then when the citizens rise up against those leaders, then we have something they call ECOWAS. The other day, me Maka say ECOWAS, me who faso ewo ECOWAS no so. Oh yes, me who in faso ewo ECOWAS na omo kan so. Who is the ECOWAS chairman? ECOWAS chairman no. Sefah-Danquah. Why na ECOWAS chairman? And you Nigeria president?
No. I think
it is Nigeria president.
No.
Is it not the ECOWAS?
The heads of state. Chairman here.
ECOWAS, yes, Nigeria president.
Tinubu, yeah.
When
Mr. Onu the Nigeria president, look at even the man's election is being contested in court.
No, Tinubu.
Papa no, where? No who bon election ya wo koye Nigeria for year nani 3 this year. Papa who bon wo mu menye kan ma wo say we regi election ma ekuo bi di papa ya kwa kujina court. Na ECOWAS, moye papa we, moye papa ni chairman. Mo bo man, mo bo no, it rotates.
It's not about the man.
When they are contesting the man in court,
So
he is not an legitimate president.
he is not.
Oh yes, because
he's not a legitimate president.
I say no court.
But the court no rule say his winning is illegitimate. We cannot say say.
Inti asem no gusu wo court no. Inti aden na obi aye contesting asem wo court. Na mama na ECOWAS chairman. Won't it have influence on even the judgment?
But as we speak now, we cannot say.
Look,
set the winning no.
Is Togo not part of the ECOWAS?
They are their part, of course.
Togo sisa constitution. Sisa constitution. Fonya sigbe ya de ma ogusu tisu nene. Is ECOWAS not aware?
No, how did they do it?
Osisa constitution. Na o bumra no ECOWAS nimpa say fonya sigbe ya de ma wa overstay. Why spy and can say official by now, but ECOWAS is not doing anything about it. So if tomorrow, now a group of people, they are not happy about what is happening. Now say omu decide say fonya sigbe ekungwano ombe chum na wonga yeku na atia omang bi say ya na ECOWAS abem say they have to reinstate fonya sigbe yadema again.
Because that's the popular way.
And the other na mo aye din ama papa no gusu look at what happened in Cote d'Ivoire. Look at the number of people who died. Look, you see, France say omu be manye sika ne yenko Niger. They want to give us money so that we go and kill ourselves. Ghana, your interest pa your power Niger any when Jenny.
Is France telling you say go and kill yourself?
Na baby I always say where we are going for war, where we are going for war.
Why are you undermining Jenny?
Why are you going for war? More natural resources are France natural resources are what Niger nyina. France. Your interest pa wo muntia ya ba be fatua suma ye soja for obi o ne ma ne yire ne ma menti nkwam ya ba be pamu say ebusuafo we say munko ne je na okono okohwere ne nko a wan aba be hwe na ebusuafo ama no me nka say bia military intervention no e bia is not good. It is good, but you see ye ne se ansena ya ne fata ye ne se ansena ya ne fata ye interest pa wo ni je ye den enti aboba be man sika say ye Jenny enye won aside planting for food and job and one village one dam and one district one factory
one day
Niger full one district one factory Niger full keke just Niger here you say yenya Jenny po na yare one district one factory one village one dam one village one dam and we kika hu nyina be sine ye hu ye ho ano Sefah me feel say assembly professor Muska some time ago no it is fine, it is better say why your dream na say beneficiaries bi we chi amu be benefit say Ghana be ko Niger na mo kwa ko Jessica egum kutukum na mu amanfo ba amanfo yerenum amanfo kununum mo be kan akwagu Niger dia anya dia be ba so na ba so china civil societies akasa listen to them asofo akasa pastors chief imams mosques akase imams akasa wo say ehun hia say yede yenkofo be den e be ko ho yendi yefiasem because I think say our families look at the problems that we have in this country. Sefah hwe yen how I owe my way. Look at the conditions of teachers and teacher trainees. Look at the living conditions of nurses and nursing trainees. Today nurses are leaving this country. Why? Nurses are running away from this country. They are running away from this country because of Amembu.
Is that the first time they are leaving?
Look at pensioners. Somebody have worked for 60 years. He say, I won't drink, I won't smoke, I won't womanize. I will keep my money so that when I reach 70 years, I can take good care of myself because Most of them are suffering from prostate. Most of them kidney problems and other things.
Osteoporosis.
They need money to take care of themselves. And you cannot pay. You cannot pay these people. And Ghana, we are going to debt restructuring. And we are Mali, what are we going to do in Mali?
We are not going to Mali.
Niger, what are we going to do in Niger? What are we going to do in Niger? You want someone, Nyama say a dream. Look at Fet, Oma to Petro Someboa.
Oh, yeah.
Petro Akosoro.
Yes.
And then 3 days here.
But that one, it goes
we are not thinking about that one.
Up and down.
It goes way up and down. Taxes now, we deal Google Petro no so no. And then say.
But a lot of 90% of those taxes were from the
new taxes that you brought.
Which one?
And then when you came, the old ones. Oh, let me show you. You have put 20 pesos on energy sector recovery levy.
20 what?
20 pesos. You are who buy 20 pesos if current price in say only 20 pesos are so. And another 10 pesos on sanitation levy and boiler tax, no. 10 pesos. A new tax.
I don't know what we hear Chirakwan.
Yes, a new tax aba and 18 pesos on energy sector recovery levy, no, and somebody are 2 LPG so what I say? Aside that, existing taxes are moving over 2 years. I'm afraid of nuisance taxes. I'm okay say when you come, just say you are coming to take us from that burden, you know. 30% increase on energy sector levy. Oma tum esla and Oma extended it beyond 5 years now. 11% increase on special petroleum tax. Matum and a 200% increase. 200% increase in Boston Magic. These are the things we should be talking about. Matum and a 40% increase in price stabilization fund. Existing prices there da hona musi ye breno. What's your baba tutu ni nemu? And I'm a petrol do zadero. And who remember my dream? Who baby transit Niger and a young Niger. No, I don't think necessary. We have share. Because a statement, you know, almost say they are going to liberate Niger. Yes, starting fee.
Are we not liberated?
Here, Ghana.
But Sefah,
we are more than.
Are we not liberated?
Situation Ghana, you woman. Are we not still under slavery? No, families cannot provide 2 square meals a day. 2 square meals a day. What kind of liberation do we have? Let us solve our own problem.
Okay.
We have problems in this country.
Ghana, West Africa.
Of course.
Indeed, we are a major player. And because we are a major player and an inspiration to the other countries, maybe we cannot sit aloof.
Happy 98.9.
In this case.
Like in this case. Because we sign on to the protocols of the ECOWAS. And once you sign on to the protocol, you are a member state. And the protocols are spelled out vividly. Say, when there is a coup d'etat, there has to be a counter one in order to restore the legitimate president.
Okay.
So
if that is the case. If that is the case.
Yes.
Now, Guinea, what has happened?
No, but I'm coming.
No, I'm just asking a question.
No. I'm answering you.
If you are basing
I
the
am
argument
answering you
on the protocols,
in Guinea,
then in Guinea, what has happened?
In Guinea, when the matter arose, Guinea, Burkina Faso, and then Mali, when the matter arose, the people like this decided to say, "Oh, we should not use force. We should use diplomacy." The diplomacy did not.
If people like this,
people who think like him. The diplomacy did not yield any results. Meanwhile, you see, the hypocrisy is that these NDC people who don't know where they are, they flabbergate. They move from one side to
the other. They are like a pendulum?
They are like a pendulum. What is happening is that when they were in power, you remember that the Samuel Doe and Johnson matter, where Ekomog had to go there.
Go there, yeah.
Why didn't the NDC tell us, say, NDA Fiasem? Indeed, the commander of Ekomog was a Ghanaian, General Nokweno. You get what I'm saying?
Happy.
So now that they are not in power, NDA Fiasem. You see, and if we continue to DA Fiasem, if we continue in 1987, if we continue to DA Fiasem, I don't think the name that Ghana had gotten for itself would exist anymore.
Okay.
So what you say? Let's be proud that we are Ghanaians. Let us not run away from responsibilities and say, we are not going to DFSM. If it is military intervention, we have to go for it. If it is diplomacy, we have to be part.
And they are asking you to take your families.
All right, Mamina Sakasali ase, Mamina George Nash and so I say. Today has been very educative and really, really interesting conversation that we've had. And Mamina must say mobile ma train komo. One so I say me the Jumadi ni Bremo Belka cotton paint eka be. My mom kai say ETV Ghana Japan Motors Corporate Run Abekoso on the 21st of September 2023, and we're doing this to celebrate Ghana's first president, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, promote healthy living amongst corporate Ghana, and raise funds to support the Ghana Blind Union. But more than so, bet to me do what she be. Eclipse Collateral Management and Advisory Services in country was Sankrata and Dahonwa, our register, land commission, Fabra, Near Farmer from Timias Council, between your media show. At Eclipse Collateral Management and Advisory Services, we say think safety and decent income. Your Adentan barrier close to the Moses Hospital beside the West African SHS wall. Number in your fan friend and in Town 0543 832466. Blood donation cost on 9th of September 2023, 9 a.m. prompt at Ayalolo bus stop, bus terminal opposite Kimbu. Because of you, life doesn't stop. Volunteer and donate blood today. Give blood, not excuses. Give blood, give often. Kai Sesa Jumadie is in partnership with the National Blood Service Ghana and the 37 Military Hospital. Bomodia Sopeso sponsor 0249 713 312. And it's powered by Happy 98.9 FM. From the 28th of August to 2nd of September 2023, enjoy exclusive discounts on all our entire range of products. Television set, refrigerators, freezers, air conditioners, gas cookers, washing machines, sound systems, smartphones, any other home appliance. Make a high sense. They bro. Yes, I'm about 5 years manufacturer defect warranty. Umpewe na wo per day. But what enough for number enough phrase 0302 550 000. And also bit me ako abe fonten tankes here www.highsense.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. Masari so breakum this year. Joe Debra. Joe Debra. Joe Debra. Dimbe.